Hello, everyone. We are back. We are playing more Call of Cthulhu. It is session 20. We are live connection. Today, joining me, I have the whole cast. Matt and Jared aren't here yet, but they will be. But aside from myself, your lovely keeper of secrets, Jack, I also have Evan. I've got Peter. I've got Graydon. I'm just pointing to where they are on my screen. I don't think it's lining up with Peter's screen, but I don't care. And we got a new character somewhere down here. Who could say? We have Eric. Eric is joining us in the Call of Cthulhu campaign. How's it going, Eric?
I'm good. I'm hanging out.
Excellent. Well, we got a real fun session planned for all of you. Last time we left off, we were fighting. No, we weren't fighting anything. We were investigating reports of a werewolf, an alleged werewolf. You guys,
I know.
You guys, yeah. You guys are trying to find a werewolf somewhere in the countryside of England. After asking around in Derbyshire, you didn't quite get into hints and manufacturing, so you're like, hey, let's do this other thing that we've got going on in the next town over. It's like there's apparently a werewolf over here, and you did some investigation. You talked to some members of families who lost loved ones to the alleged werewolf. And just kind of poked around. You learned about the Vane family, some sort of noble family who lives in the village atop a hill, and how some people seem to think they're involved. And when we left off, it was kind of getting close to night. The sun's starting to set, and you are in the Laughing Horse Inn, I believe it is what it was called, figuring out what to do. While you're sitting there nursing your drinks in the Laughing Horse Inn, you notice that there isn't a fire going right now, but in the corner of the room by the fireplace, there is a little lad sweeping the chimney. And Eric, if you'd like to introduce your character to everyone, let us know what you look like and who you are.
I'm Philip Pip Doherty. Pip is my little nickname. I'm 11 years old. I got a broom and a rope to my name. I'm very poor. My parents are dead.
Oh.
All I remember is their screams of them being burnt alive in a house.
Oh no!
And I've just kind of been making my way by sweeping some chimneys.
So the natural course of direction was to go straight to the fire and start cleaning up their shit.
It's to honor their memory.
Mm.
Yeah, they died because the fire was started by an unclean chimney.
Yep.
So he
dedicated his life to fighting the menace. I think Pip now has more backstory than Ruth does.
Ruth was born when she found a pair of boxing gloves on the ground, and that was it.
Yeah. All right, so Pip, you're here. You're in the village that you spent most of your life growing up in. It's a small village called Lesser Adale. There's maybe 30 or so families that live here in a collection of buildings, sort of centered around the main town. And
used to be 31.
It did. It did used to be 31. And this is your life. You sweep the chimneys, and you make very little money.
Mm-hmm.
You're a poor lad. Anyways, there's a bit of commotion in the village because there's these assholes, most of them being Americans, who have been asking around about the beast that has apparently been terrorizing the town as of late.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Hello, what's all this then?"
Hey kid, what's going on there? You got that chimney clean over there yet? Can we get a fire started?
It's all ready, sir.
Well, go start the damn thing then.
I don't go near the fire.
Why not?
The fire killed my parents.
Norman, why are you harassing this kid?
Ruth, just because the kid's an orphan doesn't mean you need to pity him. Look at him. He's got a job. He's done more than you've probably done your whole life, Ruth.
You're yelling at a child that just approached us.
I'm encouraging him to do his job properly, and I might have a little cash for him.
You don't know what my job is.
Yes, I do. You're covered in soot. You got a broom. You got a rope, I hear, too. Clearly, you're a chimney sweep. I learned about these things when I was a kid, you see. You know, London was plagued with dirty chimneys, fires, all the sorts. So they had all the young kids go in there because they could fit in there. Tragic what happens to your brothers and sisters inside those chimneys. But you know what? If I get a good chimney out of it, what's a couple orphan kids, eh? Know what I'm talking about? Orphan boy.
What do you know about chimney sweeping? It's changed since 15 BC.
All right, kid. I'm a little old, so it's not very nice to say. You're supposed to respect your elders.
Respect me.
This kid is defending. Never mind.
I don't want to hear it at all. Kid, have you heard anything about some werewolf around town or some beast? What?
So Pip, a couple months ago, a few members of the community were savagely attacked, having their bodies just demolished by some sort of wild animal. It was a whole thing all over, the local news, and a bunch of constables from out of town had to come in, and the local constable finally shot a wild dog, and that is supposedly what ended it. But there seems to be a lot of suspicion that things are not all that they seem in the world, and that
I'm gonna relay that
maybe the beast is
information
still out
to
there.
Norman and the crew.
And so
they
what,
already know that. That was what they did last session. I was just letting you know.
I thought you were like, I knew that was like the secret thing I knew. Oh, but okay.
No, yeah.
All right, we're good.
Do you believe the constable in saying that he killed the beast already, or do you think it's still out there? You're a local boy. You should know these things.
I just sweep the chimney.
At that point, Bill Tatlock, the owner of the bar, comes around from the bar and gives you your payment. Pip gives you a few shillings for sweeping the chimney.
Nice. Is that added on to what I have, or is that like become what I have?
Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to say Bill likes you so much, and he's making so much money off these damn tours. He gives you a whole British pound. Whole British pound.
Nice.
Highlight of your
Kid,
life.
You could almost buy yourself a drink with that money, kid.
How is 1 pound represented?
We use US dollars in Call of Cthulhu, so 1 pound is equal to $5 US.
Okay.
In 1925.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing? Are you going to continue the investigation? It is beginning to get late, and you see that Bill Tatlock begins to light a fire in the chimney.
Sick.
I say we call it for tonight, but tomorrow, why don't we start out by investigating the church? I believe that's the last place we have to look in this town.
When's our appointment with the Vane family?
You put a request in for an appointment, but you don't know when that would be.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to figure that? What, are they going to email us?
They'll send a rating.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I would love that.
What are they going to, make someone run down here? Let us know that our appointment's been approved, but we missed it by an hour because we weren't there.
We can go check out the castle in the morning to see when our appointment is. It's not a big deal. This is a small town. It's just a walk away.
It's easy for me in my old age, Ruth.
Well, maybe we could go to the church and find out about that whore's body.
Easy.
You were really angry at this man who punched you, huh? Huckleberry?
No, fuck that guy.
Oh, right. Okay, that's why. I was like, why? What? I don't remember this.
Calling his dead daughter.
Ugh.
All right, well, why don't we go check out the church tonight? Churches always have things going on in the evening, right?
I don't know if they do.
Hey, Pip, do churches have things going on at night here?
Sometimes. It
Not
depends
good
on the
enough for
people.
me.
Pip, you would know that the church here in town is run by what's that guy's fucking name? Reverend Stratton.
Oh, didn't we meet this guy already?
I don't.
No, you haven't met him. You've not talked to the Reverend.
The Reverend might be there at night.
Well, let's go talk to the Reverend. Holy men always have spiritual connections with crazy stuff.
What can you elaborate on that statement?
Well, my Reverend in Halifax was preaching about some calamity coming soon. And this was years before the explosion. We all thought he was crazy, but now I'm the only one that realizes he might have been onto something. So,
Does that make you a religious man, Norman?
I'm not a religious man. I mean, God, if I was a religious man, the stuff that we've seen so far, kid, you might want to cover your ears for this, but for the things we've seen, this so far would make me believe in anything but the righteousness of God.
Oh, good thing the kid didn't hear that statement.
God is real, child. It's okay.
All right, Norman, if you're still feeling spry, I know you usually call it in early at night, but we can go.
Earth, we have a mystery to solve. God. We have some stuff to go do.
We've terrorized this town. Why not a little bit more?
Why not?
Yeah,
All
Sure.
agreeance?
Hey, kid, do you
burn it
know?
What?
Jesus.
Kid, you know the Reverend, don't you? Maybe you can introduce us.
Yeah, you've lived here a long time, Pip. You know Jeremy Stratton, Reverend Jeremy.
He helped bury my parents.
Oh, good. You'll know him personally then.
All right.
He's so chipped
Alright.
about this. He's so happy.
Pip, lead the way then, orphan boy.
Okay.
So you guys head out into the streets. It is a chilly February night. You know, chilly for England. I'm not going to Google what the weather was like in England in 1925. We got the calendar. We've got the lunar cycles. It's chilly. It's not unbearable, but it's chilly. I'd say it's probably around 5:30 right now, and the church kind of sits in the center of town. It's a newly constructed limestone building. Because I believe the ancient church, something happened to it, was unsafe, just too old. So they built up a new church next to it. I think around 20 or so years ago. There's no lights on in the church, and then there's sort of a small living quarters next to the church, with a few lights and some smoke coming out of the chimney.
Reverend lives in the lit up one there.
All right, well, let's go knock. Give it a smack there, orphan boy.
A little tap tap with my stick.
So you guys,
You have a
My broom.
cane? Oh, your
Yeah,
broom.
with my broom. I'm like Tiny Tim now.
oh. So you guys walk through. It's a relatively large church with a relatively large graveyard. So you imagine you could spend a couple hours, poking through graves or whatever. But Nonetheless, you go sort of to the next outbuilding, the vicarage, where the Reverend supposedly lives, according to Pip, and you give it a little knock on the door. And a few moments later, somewhat old, like kind of in his, I think he's in his sort of mid to late 60s, balding man, sort of small frame, sort of weathered face, comes to the doors like, "Oh, hello, Pip. How are you doing tonight, my good lad? Brought some friends with you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent. Can I help you?"
Ruth?
Hmm? Why, hello, Father. My name is Ruth. We are here visiting in the town.
Ah, well, good to meet you, Ruth. I am the Reverend here in town. My name is Jeremy Stratton. Can I help you with anything?
I'm afraid we're here to ask about a more gruesome topic. We're here investigating the murders that occurred. It was like what, months ago at this point, right?
Yes, a number of months
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Several months ago.
Ah, I see. Well, you've put that matter to rest, I believe. But please do come in. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
So
So
tell
he
me,
kind of
Father,
shows you.
what do you know of the murders? What is your perspective on this all?
Um. Oh, I can't say much. I do believe I saw the beast. Just before the constable shot it. I'd be happy to relay that information to you, should you wish.
What did the
Please.
beast look like?
Give me 1 second here, and I will get the handout for you, Mr. Evan.
A
Oh,
handout, a
damn.
visual.
You know we're on the right track when we get a handout. There's gonna be some like grizzly monster, and the Revenant's gonna be like, yeah, it was just like a dog.
No, it's a written account. It's sort of summarizing what the Reverend says. So he says, "I only glimpsed it momentarily when I was walking home after visiting one of my parishioners. It was around 9 o'clock, and the moon was full, although a heavy mist had risen. As I was opening the front gate, I heard a heavy breathing, and a few feet away, looking up, I saw a huge dark shape shrouded in mist. While the form was obscured, its burning red eyes filled me with terror. It let out a blood-curdling cry, and I knew it had seen me. Without thought, I bolted into the house and locked the door, thanking God for my safety."
And you are aware that the constable, Tanwell, said that it was more of a small dog, but what you're describing here is a towering creature that sent chills to your bones. I'm sure you've seen what a dog actually looks like, Reverend.
Well, it was late at night. Perhaps I was just seeing things in my old age in the mist. But regardless, I'm happy to say that I'm safe, and I do hope that the constable shooting that animal, whatever it was, has put this whole affair to rest.
Do you know why you might have been being stalked by the creature that night?
Oh, I imagine it was just in the churchyard, perhaps looking for something. You guys, while you're in the Reverend's house, want to give me spot hidden checks?
Oh, this fucker is the
I
fucking
can
werewolf.
I can roll for you if you want, Eric.
Yep.
What's your spot hidden roll? Skill
75.
75.
Dang.
Hey, you got a 17, which I think is that a fifth of 75?
17 is definitely a fifth of. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's a fifth of 85.
Yeah. Okay, so that's still a hard success for you, Pip.
I got a normal success.
All right.
I got a hard success.
Okay, so anyone who succeeded on that, notice that sort of on his desk out in the open are a bunch of letters and correspondences with letterhead from the Derwent Valley Order of the Golden Druid, as well as a book, a primer for Greek to English translation that is quite a large book. It occupies a large portion of his desk. There are a lot of other sort of loose papers containing his handwritten notes and an old looking journal with the word vein, which can be discerned on one of the loose papers.
Okay, so a journal.
Who did you say the letters were from?
The
Druid.
the Derwent Valley Order of the Golden Druid.
Well, if that's not suspicious as fuck, I don't know what is.
What does that even mean?
No idea. We
No,
got
Father. I know this might be a long shot, but do you know anything about Lord Lawrence Vane?
Lawrence, yes, I'm acquainted with young Lawrence. He's the son of Lord Arthur. Good friend of mine here in the village. Lives up in the castle, overlooking the village.
That's good. We've heard stories that Lawrence was seen running from a close encounter by near one of the deaths.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to speak on any gossip. Lawrence is a bright young boy. He's a good lad.
That's good.
And how did you come to know him and his father?
Oh, well, I am the local clergyman here in the village, and the Vanes have lived here for centuries, so I've just come to know Lord Arthur over time. We've developed quite a fast friendship over the years that we've lived in this town. We're about the same age as well.
Lawrence must have been birthed while you and Arthur were friends then.
Yes, Lawrence is about 23, I believe.
And, I mean, being the age he is and you being around, you must have baptized him yourself then. That's quite a special thing to do for someone.
I suppose I perform all of the baptisms here in Lesser Adale. But yes, I
Even-
was.
Lawrence's and Pip here. Pip.
Pip, were you baptized?
I don't remember.
Yes, I baptized Pip while his parents, God rest their souls, were still with us.
Oh.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Now, as a lord, he surely has lots of suitors in the village. Did Lawrence, was he a popular boy with the ladies?
Oh, I can't say. Perhaps when he went off to boarding school for a while, he might have met some ladies, but he would have gone to a boys' school.
Boarding school. Where'd he go to boarding school?
Fucking making me. You're really gonna make me do this, huh, Evan?
He went to the Black Mountain boarding school.
Yeah.
Off to the boarding school, guys. Let's go. Investigate clues.
Fucking. I have no fucking clue. A boarding school. I think it says somewhere in the book, but I don't have time to look for that.
Clearly. All right. These are all very interesting things. Tell
Man,
me.
this music I'm listening to is too intense for this.
Tell me. Are you familiar with the Order of the Golden Druid by chance?
Oh boy.
Yes, I'm a member of the Derwent Valley Order of the Golden Druid.
You're a member of it.
I am. We're a local historical society preserving the historical integrity and the local history dating back to the Anglo-Saxons and prehistoric Europe, prehistoric England. Pardon me.
Wow, I overheard the name in the bar in town, and I was curious about it. But what's some of this history that you've been talking about? What's some of these interesting stories?
Has there been cases of wolves with red eyes in the past?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you just asking in terms of like what we research or what we're interested in?
Oh, you clearly research historical events that happen within the town. Is there anything of note that you could tell me that would be, interesting for a traveler like me all the way from Canada?
Are you interested in pre-Roman English history at all?
Oh, my mom couldn't take me out of the Roman section of the library.
No, this is pre-Roman history, before the Romans invaded England in the waning years of the first century BCE.
Very interesting. Maybe I could be interested.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be deception.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. Ooh. So, you guys sit there for the next hour and a half as Reverend Stratton passionately talks about the history of England up until the Roman invasion and the subsequent Anglo-Saxon wars led by Queen Boudica against Roman occupation, and you really don't get much out of it, but you all gain 2 points to your history skill after Reverend Stratton's long and impassioned speech about English history.
Thanks, Norman.
And it brings me up to 7.
I don't think the hour and a half was worth it.
So it is now about 7:30 at night.
I could listen to this all night long.
Wow.
Another persuasion check.
It's just like in Skyrim when you put like a pot on someone's head. You're just gonna farm this guy for history points.
That's a fail as well.
You guys sit there.
Can
for
I just go
another-
outside and start running around? Like,
absolutely. So
yeah,
after the
go
first
ahead and go.
hour and a half of the history lecture, Pip literally just walks out the front door and is gone. But Norman, like the Reverend, is like, I've never met a foreigner who is so intrigued by British history, and he talks for another hour and a half.
Do I learn anything about werewolves in the Vanes family? Obvious link to them.
He makes like a few allusions to some of the local history, but you don't learn anything concrete.
Shit. All right. That's all right. Well, Reverend, thank you for your time tonight.
Do you guys want to make psychology rolls while you're in here as well? Those of you who sat through the beginning of this.
Where's Richard?
That's a
Oh,
big
man.
fail from me.
I could use luck, but I don't think I want to in this sense.
Is a 000 100 or 10?
The 000 is below 10.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. 000 is 10. My mistake.
Yo, sick. I succeed. My psych skill is 10.
Wow, nice.
So while you're talking to the Reverend Norman, when he mentioned that he feels like the constable shooting the dog probably solved the issue, you can tell that he seems to have some reservations in his speech, that he's not entirely positive that the issue has been resolved by the constable.
Well, I think we've taken enough of your time.
Hang on, Ruth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Norman, is there anything else you want to learn?
Reverend, I just have one
Yeah.
final question for you.
You do also get this information from your chat about history. Okay, that didn't copy the way I thought it would.
Let me look at this first before I ask my question that I haven't actually thought of yet, but I just interrupted.
I'm not even surprised.
Sorry, I'm just copying some information out of the book that are in bullet points.
It's all good. David, are you wearing a Budweiser hat?
The formatting is kind of weird.
No, it's a KC Chiefs hat.
No, okay.
So you get a few interesting tidbits from your
Lord
talk.
Arthur Vane is appearance. Plum Castle is one of England's home was originally built.
There's actually more.
Falsely said to have arrived when it fell in the hands of Edward. Liketh the plum. Lead Castle.
Does that mean anything to you?
Lead!
Everyone knows
Lead
werewolves love
Castle.
eating lead.
I need to know what fairy tales Norman and or Evan are reading.
Yeah. I actually have more coming. Stand by.
How the werewolves tried to eat the whole castle, but they were driven off.
Oh, I can like hover over the gameplay thing and see exactly what everyone's listening to for music.
Yeah, I love that feature of Spotify. Here you go. Here's some more fucking lore for you.
Whoo!
Okay. Look,
Oh, yeah, I saw a large hound-like creature.
While you're
It's
reading
lore
this, I'm just
for
gonna top off me water.
Do it.
Oh
The working
no.
dog. Okay.
Hey boys, while when you're done reading this, I want to recap me on what's happened so far.
Oh,
Not
there's
much.
a lead castle.
No, they ignore him. We went to the church and we talked to the pastor guy, and that's it. We just learned some stuff from him.
Oh, and we met an orphan boy whose parents died in a fire, and so vowed to clean every chimney in London.
Oh, it was quite sad. I blocked
Yeah,
it
right.
from my memory immediately. Apparently,
That's where I am right now. Actually, I'm at my parents' grave while you're all talking.
I guess they might be buried out there. I guess they would
Sounds
be
like this
sprinkled
boy's
out
name
there.
is Philip Pitt Doherty.
What?
Philip
said-
Pip Doherty? Yeah. How do you know?
I'm just
Oh,
really
shit.
smart. I mean, this is of course Matthew Griffin's spectator watching. Wait till Harrison Dodge gets a load of this guy, or rather, wait till Pip gets a load of Harrison Dodge.
Hang on.
Pip doesn't want a load of anyone.
just wants a load of chimneys.
He just wants his parents back.
Oh, sorry, Pip.
Pip, while you're investigating the or spending some time in the church ground, you said your spot hidden 75.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right.
You got you some dice.
Yeah.
So that's a hard success. So while you're there, you do see, kind of walking around, the two new, freshly dug, well, freshly, a few months old, graves of George Osgood and Lydia Perkins. You can see also that small silver crucifix has been hung over the headstones of both graves.
Didn't George survive and leave town?
No, that was the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Harold Short was his name.
Harold.
He kept things short.
Was that the
Got him.
the wheel manufacturer?
Yeah, I
or
want to go.
whatever?
Yeah, he was the guy he was the wheel
The
maker.
Harrison would have loved him.
I'm a wheel boy.
Okay, guys. We've
All right.
found some pretty damning evidence here.
Well,
So sorry, did we learn this from Reverend Jeremy's
Yes,
history lessons?
he gives you some history about the village and surrounding area, and this is sort of information that's sprinkled into the 3 hours you spent talking to
Okay.
him, or he
Cliff
spent
notes.
talking to you.
All right, Reverend, I just have a couple more questions for you.
Oh, of course. It's been a while since I've been able to give such a lecture to such a captivated audience.
Well, this may not be the nicest question for you to hear, but has there been any deaths in the Vane family recently?
Oh no, not recently. Not for quite a number of years.
Interesting.
What of the mother?
There is an actual answer to that question.
we're just milking this
Where's the
reverend.
border?
I was just. What else are you supposed to do to a reverend?
Confess? I don't know.
He's an old man. He's trying to go to bed.
Yeah, probably.
It's like 7:30 at night.
He just gave a 3-hour
Yeah,
lecture.
he's an old man, Graydon.
That's true.
Tuckered out.
Fuck, I'd be tuckered out.
I'd love to see you try to talk for 3 hours, Peter.
Yeah. I don't think the book actually mentions the answer to that question, Graydon.
Okay.
She's never actually mentioned in the book. So the Reverend tells you that she died X amount of years ago, probably. I don't believe there's a Lady Vane ever mentioned.
No. There's no complications during childbirth or something.
Nope.
Okay.
No deaths.
Bircha, sorry to bother you, but we are trying to set up a meeting or an introduction with the Vane family. And we were told to basically take a number and have a seat. So is there any way you could help us and get an introduction?
Make a charm or persuade roll, your choice.
Trying to get like a recommendation letter.
Reference letter, yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
He had to go
Rolled-
get it.
He rolled
Yeah,
so
I-
hard, it just
He had to
destroyed
go
the
write his
webcam.
CV.
Yeah, he rolled it. He fumbled. Left the Discord.
He fumbled. Timed out for 2 minutes.
Oof. It's a regular success there. For the persuade.
Regular success.
Yeah.
The Reverend kind of gives you a look. It's like, yes, I'll put in a good word with Lord Arthur tomorrow for you, and see if he'd be willing to have a conversation with you.
Thank you, Father.
When are you seeing him tomorrow?
Oh, I'll head up. I'll pay him a visit in the morning.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Well, Reverend, we've taken enough of your time tonight. Thank you very much for the riveting lecture.
Of course. Have a wonderful night.
get up,
Walk out.
stretch. Oh, God.
As you guys come out, I want to call you guys over to the graves of the people that died.
hmm
Just point it out to y'all.
Is that Pip over there?
Yep.
What's he doing over there?
You can see a little boy
Come
like
here!
jumping up and down in the
Come
graveyard.
here!
What does he want?
Hey!
We
Pip, what are you doing?
Look at this!
all right. I'm gonna
All
come.
right, get over.
Yeah, I ran over too. What? Oh,
I'm just
Hey.
pointing.
those are fresh.
Is that?
Yep.
Is that?
They're not located right next to one another, but they're located sort of close by. It's sort of the same cluster of newish graves.
I'm gonna pick up one of the silver crosses.
Are you looting
Son of
right
a-
now?
Son of a bitch. You know what this means, right? I've had my suspicions. That Reverend knows that that beast is still alive.
Because someone is honoring the dead?
Ruth, do you know nothing about werewolves?
Why would they be trying to protect the corpses?
Ruth, werewolves are like vampires, and silver is like garlic to them. They can't stand it.
Yeah,
That's why you can only kill a beast with a silver bullet.
Why is there silver
Clyde,
on the
go
dead
get that-
body?
Go get that other silver cross. We gotta melt these bitches down and get some silver
We can't
bullets.
just take this.
I was thinking more of a experiment there, Norman. I was thinking we take one, leave the other, and maybe stake out the graves and see if anything happens.
Well, let's
Wait,
take
don't,
both of them.
don't Norman and I both have silver daggers?
Son
I'm
of
pretty
a
sure just.
bitch.
I think only Norman stole one of the silver daggers, right?
No, I have one too. It's in my inventory.
Okay.
I think
silver!
Harrison-
Holy shit, I have a silver dagger!
Yeah, I think
It's true, you
Harrison
did-
stole it and then gave one to Norman.
I think that's right. All right, yeah. So you did steal the silver daggers from the basement of the Penhew Foundation.
Sometimes it just works out, eh? Alright,
I guess.
okay, Ruth. You know, I like the way you're thinking, Clyde. I love a good stakeout. Let's take one of these things and let's go watch from afar. Maybe we can climb up on the church roof and watch from there.
Pip, I assume you come here often. Have these been here long? Would Pip know that?
The graves.
They're
sorry,
commuted.
the silver.
Necklaces.
I've never
whatever
paid
it is.
attention till now.
Oh,
Hmm.
Interesting.
well, I don't.
Why not
like,
take both and let's see what happens?
I don't like the idea of stealing these.
Ruth,
We're
It's
borrowing
borrowing.
it,
you're
Ruth.
killing me.
I don't think
This-
grave robbing's a high like that. That's
Oh,
pretty low.
Petty theft.
Sorry. I have to interrupt. I found it out. Lawrence Vane attended Oxford. It wasn't a boarding school. It was university.
No.
He recently returned to Derbyshire.
Oh, okay.
How recently?
Lawrence, the Reverend did not tell you.
Wake up! We have another question.
Reverend, open up.
Do you actually?
No,
No,
it's a joke.
no. Ruth, petty theft is the least corrupt thing we've done so far on this journey. You know, if it makes you feel
What?
better, Ruth, what I'll do is I'll take
Hey,
the silver
Look
and I'll
at
take
this.
some
Take
gold
this.
coins and I'll put the gold coins as payment for the silver.
What?
Pay
Holy
the
shit.
grave.
Can I just point out before we address with the grave robbing situation that Pip, a child whose parents were killed in a house fire, is traveling with a group of serial arsonists.
Think about that.
And he doesn't.
You guys set the fires.
Oh my god.
Okay, it just clicked. It just clicked. Okay. Poor
Alright.
Pip's not gonna do well. This group.
Hey, Pip, how would you like to make some money?
Okay.
Now we've been up and we're tired, but we're gonna, I think, try to watch the grave here tonight. Do you know a good hiding place? And you seem to have a sharp pair of eyes. You think you could help us?
I can try.
All right. And I'll give him £5.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And in the meantime, I take both silver crosses and replace it with a gold coin.
Wait, the gold coins from Peru?
Oh wait, never mind. Just with pounds. I just throw pounds on the grave.
You're just throwing English. The British pound is still like a paper currency at this point. So if you could throw like a bunch of shillings out there.
Sure, that's exactly what I do.
So Norman is there. He takes
Like
the two silver
Ezio.
crosses off the and he starts scattering. He starts scattering like pocket change around the graveyard. How much
does
money?
that cost me?
How much are you throwing around?
I'll throw $10 worth.
Like 10
That's
pounds or like 2 pounds? 2 pounds,
Like
because 2
10
pounds.
US. 10
So
US.
so you 10 US. That's doable.
Okay.
Peter,
that's
I'm
my
thinking
whole
of like
spending level.
Yakuza, where you throw money just to make people
Yeah.
go away.
Yeah,
Exactly
so
what it
Pip,
is.
Pip, you've been poor ever since your parents died, and here is this weird old man just taking 2 crucifixes from a graveyard and then scattering handfuls of coins all over the graves of 2 of your fellow members of the community.
Just watching with my jaw dropped. What?
Hey kid, be grateful it was just the 2 of them and not the whole town. And as I walk by him,
I don't know what that means.
Okay. So what's happening? Are you guys staking out the graveyard?
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna use Pip to help us find a nice hiding spot and
Yep.
all that.
All right. It's a graveyard, so I mean, there's a lot of places you could hide. You could hide behind graves. You could hide behind some trees. You could hide next to the church. It's a big stone building. Yeah, you can all make stealth rolls if you want.
Hell yeah.
And it's the nighttime. You're in an unpopulated graveyard, and I guess Pip is helping you, so do it with a bonus die.
Fuck yeah.
gotta hide from those ghouls.
What's your stealth skill, Pip?
Nothing.
So what's the base percent for stealth?
20.
I rolled the same thing twice and failed.
Do I roll the double dice? The 10 dice is a bonus die, or the
Yes.
single dice?
Yeah.
Oh
Wow, I
shit.
also rolled the same thing twice.
I succeeded.
I got exactly on my stealth roll. So that's
Dude, I'm getting
success,
so many check marks today.
All right.
That's my 3rd check mark today.
So Pip fails. Does
I failed too.
You 2 succeed. Okay. So
Pip's just playing with the coins I gave him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a rattle of change in Pip's pocket as he made his money from sweeping a chimney and then being a good lad, I guess, tonight. So here you are, a bunch of fully grown adults in a cemetery with an 11-year-old boy. And Clyde lights a cigarette, and you're pretty sure, being as dark as it is, that people can see the light from his cigarette
Clyde.
if they were looking hard enough.
What the fuck are you doing?
What? We're having a smoke.
This is stakeout.
I'm not allowed to smoke.
Oh my god.
We've done too many of these things. He's getting too comfortable.
So, as this is going on, you guys sit there for about an hour. It was about 9 o'clock when you left the Reverend's house. It's about 10 now. Do Do you guys want to make listen rolls for me?
Ooh.
I do not. I also don't have a listen skill. Base percent 20.
I succeeded.
Pip rolled an 8, so Pip actually got a hard success.
Ooh, check that off on your character sheet here.
Yes, make sure you check that off in those boxes that I told you about.
I failed.
Listen. Where's listen?
I almost used luck, but I was like, this is not worth it, probably.
Okay, that's a fail.
Fail. All right, so Pip
Wait.
and Clyde,
Is
as you're
0
sitting,
a 10?
yeah, 0's a 10.
Fumble.
Fumble.
I got a perfect 100. Then
Wow.
The nat one of
Um,
this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a listen roll, so there's not really any real way I can penalize you for that.
The
You're
urinate
short
goes
in
off
person.
and you're allowed.
You're an old man, you know. You're listening. Your ears ain't what they used to be.
All those years on the sea.
yeah.
But Clyde and Pip, you hear like a low, almost like whistling sound come from all around you, and you two obviously don't hear it at first, but Clyde and Pip do, and then it sort of grows into a. Ooh.
You guys hear that?
And it gets sort of louder and louder until eventually both Norman and Ruth can hear this. Like a howling, and it starts to become like a visceral, almost beast-like howl and growl that seems to emanate around you from all sides.
My
These little demon eyes right here. Look at this.
Pip, since you got a hard success, I would say you can probably hear that the castle that sits on the sort of stone cliffs above the village, it seems to almost be coming from around that area.
I relay that to the crew.
But at this point, yeah, at that point when it becomes almost like a howl, you all hear it.
And where are we at in like the lunar cycle? What's the moon looking like? 'Cause it's not
Oh.
full
It's
yet,
not a full.
right?
It's not a full
Yeah,
moon,
that's
but we knew that some of the murders took place without there being a full moon, so it's not correlated. We've already checked that off.
But I will tell you.
Don't you guys listen? If Pip is right and that howl is coming from the castle, Reverend just told us that the veins were cursed with the mark of the beast while those witches were sacrificed. I'm telling you, I thought it before, but I'm certain right now that either Arthur or Lawrence Vane is turning into a beast and killing the villagers of this town.
What about the daughter?
Could be the daughter.
Was
Could be the
Lawrence
daughter.
seen fleeing from the one crime scene of the dead girl as well?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
he
must
was.
be Lawrence.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. But maybe he saw that, got freaked out, because he knows that his sister or father maybe had done that. You know, why would he return to the scene?
All I know is if we're hearing that howl right now, someone's dying tonight.
Well, do we
It's an
investigate?
omen of death.
This is a one-time opportunity.
I think we need to go up there right now.
To the castle? I thought we were waiting by the graves. We gotta see what happened. These graves were protected for a reason.
Well, we're not splitting up, that's for certain. Not with a beast running amok.
I can't imagine what significance there could be to these graves. Why protect graves?
Is it a
Doesn't make
coincidence that the wolf the beast howled on the same night that we took the crosses away?
But that's just you have no evidence the two are connected.
Ruth, you have a pretty high occult score, right?
Yes, I do.
Make an occult roll for me.
This Scooby Doo mystery is getting juicy.
Normal success.
Normal success. This, like, the significance of putting the crosses on the graves is probably just like local superstition, you know, just like sort of things that you could see anywhere, you know, just like some local person was like, gotta put these silver crucifixes on the graves, otherwise bad things might happen. You know, it's very like, you know, local, you know, sort of superstition mixed with, you know, Anglicanism and just what you would assume that to be. Whether or not, based on the things that you have seen so far, a couple of crucifixes aren't going to stop like any bad juju from happening.
All right, I relay the gist of that and be like, we need to go investigate that howl.
All right, then let's go. We're headed to the castle.
Should we put the crosses back?
Yes.
No, they're mine.
I paid for them.
Pick your coins off the ground and put the crosses back.
We're not arguing about this right now. We gotta go. And I start walking towards the castle.
Grave robbing added to the list of crimes.
Can I pick up a few of those coins?
Yeah, absolutely. You can your spot hidden is 75.
Yeah.
Norman is chaotic neutral.
You rolled a 74. So yeah, I'd say you pick up you pick up about £1.50 worth of shillings
Pip
off
is
the
having the
ground.
night of his life.
It's all turning around now.
So that's like $7.50 US.
Okay.
Because, you know, Norman scattered them like all over the place, so you'd have to roll really well on the spot hidden to pick up all of them. But you got most of them. You got.
You know, as far as I'm
Three-quarters.
concerned, I paid fair market value for that silver. Pip's the grave robber here.
Also, are we ignoring the fact that at the beginning of the campaign you went to a temple in Peru and grave robbed from it?
But still, that's like an ancient. These are
That's archaeology. That's not grave robbing.
You don't get to make up the rules of grave robbing.
Yeah, once they're dead for at least 200 years, it's archaeology.
That's what I Google. What are the rules to grave?
Graydon, you're gonna get put on a list.
Body snatching, Wikipedia.
Oh no.
Oh. All right, guys.
Just a Wikipedia. That's fine.
Let's put this on hold while Graydon does the hard hitting research for us.
It's like, you know, Futurama was Fry, you know, was he grave robbing his brother because he had been dead or his nephew? He had been dead for already like 1,000 years, right? So technically, it was an archaeological discovery.
Except he was buried in a graveyard that was still under guard because I watched that episode last week.
And he was orbiting Earth.
Yeah.
That's such a good episode, man. That's like
It is.
probably one of the best ones they made.
It's fantastic.
Great episode. All right. So while Graydon does the research, are you guys heading up to Plum Castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sneakily.
All right.
I got enough
So you can
silver to
see-
protect myself, so.
Okay. So as you make your way up the castle, you guys want to give me some spot hidden checks?
Not a good day to have bad eyes.
Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
I rolled a 99.
99. What's your spot hidden skill?
66.
Okay. So that's actually not a fumble. That's
No,
because your skill is above 50, you only fumble on a 100.
Nice.
Dang.
Got a normal success.
Okay. Norman,
I failed.
you failed. Pip got a extreme success.
Dang.
So Pip, you are the only one who sees as you are heading up the winding road towards Plum Castle. In one of the windows, you see what look like two figures pass by, sort of hurriedly, with candles, sort of barely illuminating them.
There's someone in there.
Something's definitely going on at this castle.
All right, so a few minutes later, you all get to the main gate that you were at earlier today. What do? It is dark, and you are at the front of this castle.
Is there a guard or anything? Can we just walk in? Like,
Nope, no guard.
Looks like our appointment is now. Let's go, guys.
nice,
Okay.
nice line, Ruth.
So
Do it.
the main gate is large and ancient and impossible to move. So you go down the side hallway to the door where you met the butler earlier today, and the door is locked. It is
Wow.
a heavy wooden door for castle fortification.
Pip, you know how to pick a lock?
No, but I can climb. Is there an open window?
Ooh.
I can climb.
I can try to pick the lock.
I kind of want to see Pip climb.
I kind of want to.
I kind of want to see Pip climb too.
I'm
Can we
good.
look to see if there's an open window somewhere that he can get into. Send the
Well,
11-year-old boy inside the beast castle alone.
It's just like Plague Tale.
yeah. Oh,
Jack and
all right.
Daxter side
Well, I mean, if Clyde wants to try picking lock first, or we could just see if Pip is able to scale a defensive fortification.
With
I mean, if we're
lockpicking,
here, just
Is-
lockpick it.
is there a chance you could like
I'll
fuck up
try.
the door?
There's a chance of anything happening.
I guess.
Shit.
I
Anything
failed.
can happen.
Have you heard of the multiverse theory, Peter?
I have
Quantum suicide.
the key fork in the path right here.
Alright, Clyde, how'd you do?
I failed.
Clyde starts to like fiddle with the lock a little bit, but it's not giving.
Well,
All right. Well,
Pip, you want a boost?
1%. Does anyone? God, where's freaking Richard and Harrison when you need them?
oh, I think that's Richard
I'm
running
right
up the hill.
Like, you guys never came back to the bar.
Uh,
All right, what do I need to do?
You almost missed the werewolf section, Jared. We
No,
almost,
I would have been so fucking mad at myself for
we're
missing
like,
it.
We're like almost at the climax, I think here.
Can we give like a quick little rundown of what happened?
absolutely. So, at the bar, you met Pip, an adorable 11-year-old chimney sweep, who agreed to show you around town. He showed you to Reverend Stratton's house. You talked to Reverend Stratton, who well, I don't know if you were necessarily here for all this. You might have just been at the bar. But they got a history lesson from Reverend Stratton, did some fun stuff with him, staked out the graveyard, and the group heard some sinister howling coming from Plum Castle above the village. So now we have gone up the hill to Plum Castle. Clyde has just failed to pick the lock, and Pip has offered to try and climb up to one of the windows.
Richard, good to see you.
Oh, sorry. Some days my hyperventilation catches up with me when I go on inclines, so I needed to catch my breath.
Richard, you know how to pick a lock?
No.
Alright,
I mean,
Pip.
I could try, but I have a 1% chance.
Orphan
you
boy.
can go back down the hill
It's
then.
time.
Bye.
Ruth,
I'm-
please.
It's a
I'm gonna give it a
joke,
hand.
Richard.
Please.
Damn, the whole.
All right, Pip.
By the way, just a quick update on the grave robbing thing.
Mhm.
There's a line between archaeology and grave robbing, and the line is basically if you want to sell the objects or use it to learn more about history. And
There you go.
shit.
I mean,
to
I
learn
could-
in Peru.
I could rob any grave I want in all of like Calgary, but as long as I'm like, but wait, I just wanted to learn more about.
I'll use the profits to
Alright.
go to a museum.
Now here's the thing.
It belongs
did
in a
stu-
museum.
I did technically study this, in anthropology. Archaeology is a subset of that. You have to get the proper permits before you're allowed to just dig up any grave.
Papers, of course.
Yeah,
So Evan, you have to get the proper papers to go dig up anyone's grave in the city,
Yeah.
and you go for it.
I wonder where you would like if you could actually get approved for that. That'd be
Well,
weird.
I'm
you
pretty sure
probably could if there's no like living relatives necessarily to descent, and there was like an actual like historical cause for wanting to dig it up, because historical figures get dug up relatively frequently,
I'm
depending
gonna get
on
a permit to
certain
dig
things.
up Peter.
What the fuck? Am I a scuba now? Let's go.
I'm gonna get a permit. I'm gonna get a permit to not even bury Peter. We're just gonna leave him somewhere.
What gives you control of my life? Wait, excuse me?
Peter's head's gonna be on a pike in front of my house.
I've been trying to find my in to YouTube. I've been trying to think of a video that could rival Mr. Beast, and I think this is it. I went around and dug up graves around my hometown.
I got a permit to dig up my hometown.
Flat trees initiative.
All right. This is completely. I mean, it's not unrelated, but it's completely unrelated to the fact we're playing Call of Cthulhu. there was a woman in I think it was New Orleans a couple years ago, who posted on Tumblr how she was like a Wiccan,
Yeah.
like Wiccanism was her religion, and she like sold a bunch of animal bones and stuff like that for use in witchcraft, right?
Yeah.
And she started like selling like human bones to people online, which is like all ethically sourced, and people were like, where are you getting ethically sourced human bones?
Grass-fed.
And people were starting to go like, hey, what is going on here? So when there was flooding happening in New Orleans, which there often is, it goes into the graveyards, and a lot of the graveyards are built so the graves are above ground with like in those mausoleums.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
the older ones and some of the like poorer parts of graveyards are still buried underground.
Oh, no.
So when flooding happens, a lot of like old bones get washed up, and she was going and collecting old people's like disinterred bones and selling them on Tumblr for witchcraft, and like she got ousted pretty quickly.
The profit
You can Google
margins,
this.
though.
Yeah, this is something you can Google. This actually happened.
Is
a
that
lot of money selling human
yeah?
bones.
Is that illegal?
Yes, it's very.
Is it though?
You
These
just
are
found
business
it. You're
guys.
not grave robbing. You just found the bone.
You
Yeah,
found
it's like
somebody.
selling sticks.
You found the bones that belong to someone else. That
Finders
anyways,
keepers.
we're completely
My
off topic.
God.
You guys are at the entrance to Plum Castle. Richard
Yeah.
has just joined you.
Pip, do you want to boost?
Pip, are you?
Do we need to look for open window or
Yeah,
anything?
we need to look for a window here.
Yeah. Why don't? Why don't? Let's get a group luck roll. Let's see if you're lucky. Maybe there's an unlatched window.
So we're rolling under what we have for luck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your luck skill or your luck stat, Eric?
88.
My luck's
Well, he must have he must have rolled a 90 on parents survive fire.
Oh, wow.
My parents are now
soon.
looking down on me, so I got some
I'm
beyond the
three-
grave luck.
I'm 3 off from my luck points, but I can't possibly push it because it's It's a race you can't win.
Yeah.
I
That was
also
close, though.
failed.
I succeeded.
Oh, so, okay,
Matt,
so
nice desk, bro.
2 successes, 2 failures.
Dude,
Good
thank you.
desk.
Oh fuck!
Am I
Forgot
supposed to be
to make
rolling
my
for this
bet.
too?
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, roll luck.
Oh, I can't believe Matt didn't make his bed for this. What? That's so
Okay,
disgusting.
Wow.
I changed
That
the
is
location of my monitor and thus my webcam, and now you don't get a good desk shot anymore. Literally, the only thing you have is my bed, which I neglected to make, and my water bottle, I guess.
Did
And
you
your
water
clothes.
bottle though?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
all
you
the
know,
clothes in the corner, whatever that is.
All right. Richard, what did you get?
I succeeded. Do we need like a certain? Like, are we looking for critical luck successes and
No,
stuff
no,
like
I just
that?
need to know if you succeeded or failed on the luck roll.
I have succeeded.
Okay, so that's 3 successes, 2 failures. Harrison, I need you to make a luck roll now.
Was I a success? I didn't.
You were, yes.
Okay. Tight.
Hey, attaboy.
That you roll below for luck, right?
Yes.
Success, baby.
Success. So you guys look above you, sort of just outside of the entrance, and about 20 feet up, above sort of the gatehouse, there is a slightly ajar window.
The only time I hear a jar, and I'm
Are
happy.
you comfortable going in there?
I have a rope. I could just tie it to something. You climb up.
But I'm just saying, we don't know where we're gonna find in there. How you gonna get to this door?
Why are we
Rude.
here?
Don't-
then?
Don't spook the kid. Let him climb.
Norman, this kid has lost
Are we just
enough.
gonna go home?
Well, fuck.
I don't have a home.
Do it, Pip. I'm just trying to.
Pip,
Sorry.
Pip, I'm gonna make you a deal right here, right now. You don't have a home. We don't have a climber. If you climb up to that window right now and get this door unlocked, we're your new family.
Nor, we didn't discuss this.
Pip, you can come live with me, and
I
you
just
can
look
come.
look at Ruth like, excuse me?
Pip,
What,
you
is
can come live with me
community
in the
can raise a
cloud in my
child or whatever?
mansion.
It takes a village. Is that what we're doing?
Pip, it sounds like a rich Englishman is trying to adopt you.
Yeah. I'm
But Pip,
offering.
I'd be wary of him. He's done all sorts of weird things.
Yeah, stay away from him, Pip.
Stay away from me. I thought Norman and Richard were starting to be friends after our trip, but I'm done helping everyone.
You tortured him.
Wow.
You shot 2 men in cold blood.
You'll make a great dad, though.
As
You
much as I
also-
like arguing, we're right outside this castle. Let's maybe just get the job done.
Get up there.
All right.
Pip, are you going to climb up to the window?
Yeah.
I'll try to give him a boost to get him an extra like 5 feet.
Okay.
That's how tall you are? 5 feet?
What's your
I
climb?
think I'm 5'6" is what I wrote down.
75.
75. Okay.
I want to be ready in case he falls.
Okay.
We'll catch you, Pip. Don't worry. Hey, Harrison.
Yes, dude.
Come here.
Yeah. I'm listening. Talk to me.
Hey, while Pip is climbing the wall, you want to take a crack at the door, see if you can lockpick it?
All right. So Pip, Clyde boosts you up a little bit, and you start like working your way, your fingers into the grips in the stonework, and you're getting pretty close. You know, it takes you a little while because it's an old castle. There's not a lot to hang on to, but you've got your rope strung over your shoulder, like I'm going to impress my new friends. And then you get really close to the window,
Family.
and you slip,
Oh.
and Pip is now falling 30 feet because he
Oh.
rolled a
I
93.
told you can't do. We're endangering a child.
What are you guys doing? Pip's falling.
Okay,
I
we're
was.
gonna
I wanted to
Ruth.
prep. I was
Okay,
ready.
I
yeah.
was
Ruth,
kinda
I'm ready.
We're all running around like this, looking up.
Ruth is the one who said she was going to be prepared if he falls. I didn't hear anyone else say it. So Ruth,
I'm prepared to establish first aid.
I'm pretend to bury him in the yard. Forget that it happened.
Ruth, make a strength roll for me.
Hey, she's a boxer. She's good to go.
Bruce
Yeah,
is the
but
one that didn't want him climbing.
have to
He's gonna break
compare-
both their arms.
That's a
You have to
success.
compare Peter's. Oh, I was gonna say you have to
That's
compare
right.
Peter's dice.
A child's life's at risk here, Jared. There's no time to fuck around.
How much
All
does
right,
an
just
11-year-old
doing
weigh? I need to just know.
I don't know,
That's-
like
who knows?
60 pounds?
But you're
Yeah,
an orc,
probably like
so you're
50,
probably
60.
you're probably malnourished.
Hey,
Jack.
Oh yeah.
For you.
Oh yeah, this
I-
kid's
I
floating
joined
down.
The call literally right as we were in the middle of getting lectured by the Reverend, so I can still redeem my history, right?
ooh.
Sure. Yeah.
It counts. Yeah. How much was it?
Two.
Oh, well, yeah, you got 2 points. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really consider you guys as being there, but I mean, whatever. It's 2 history points. Who cares?
I was just trying to do it on a technicality. I thought I'd ask. Hey, listen, I'm already at 10 for history.
Matt, my life is at stake.
Okay, Harrison is currently falling still. This is the longest
I'm just
fall
arguing with
ever.
God, like, hey, no, I was like half awake. when you guys
I'm
were
smarter
talking.
now.
Like, I can count, right? Okay, don't freak out. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
He
I'm
could
just trying to
probably
find out.
He would probably weigh around if he because
70
average
pounds.
because like a healthy 11-year-old, 10-year-old, like 80 pounds roughly is how
Jesus.
Canada guidelines view it for like.
Uh,
But so
So
a
like,
malnourished probably looking roughly at 70 to 60 pounds. Anemic would be more like 50, 40 pounds.
Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. This is going to be a lot. to
But I
catch.
don't think Pip's anemic. If he was
No.
anemic, yeah.
Oh,
I have
actually,
enough. I'm like Aladdin.
so Pip, what's your jump stat?
70.
Dang.
Jeez.
he be
You are
jumping.
Boy
you can
can
fucking
jump.
jump.
Jesus
Boy
fucking
can
Christ! Oh, never mind. For a second, I thought Pip. Just rolled a 100, but no. Pip rolled a 9. So, I forgot when you roll fall damage, you can, or when you're about to fall, you can roll a jump check to see if you have the damage. So,
So did Ruth not catch him?
no, Ruth is gonna catch him.
Okay.
All of us
So-
are looking at each other like I thought you were gonna catch him.
So at 1d6 per 10 feet, halved from the jump roll would be 7, and then I'm having that again because Ruth caught him. So you both take
Oh, fuck.
3 points of damage as Ruth as Pip falls 30 feet. And you catch him, but you're like knocked back and you fall onto the ground with an 11-year-old child sitting on top of you.
I run over. Oh my god! Are you okay? Throw Pip off. Immediately attend to Ruth. Oh my god, Ruth, are you?
I'm going to. I'm
crying. I'm crying
gonna-
like an 11-year-old would.
I'm gonna apply first aid to both of them, Jack, if I could.
All right. Well, first, there's a loud commotion. Pip is crying, and Harrison just threw him off of the roof. And you can hear a commotion from inside. It's like, what the devil is that?
Oh,
Shit.
maybe the first aid can wait till we get the fuck out of here.
What are you guys doing? It sounds like there's somebody coming out to investigate.
I'm gonna grab Pip and fucking get him somewhere where I could get CPR or do like first aid.
All right. So you scoop Pip up. Are you running back down the hill from the castle?
Yeah, I'm gonna run down the hill.
All right, so Pip, you get scooped up by Richard, and you start barreling down the hill.
I just adopted him.
I have
so,
my arms around Jared. I'm crying into his shoulder.
Richard's great with kids.
I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna perform fucking brain surgery on him or something.
Okay, Richard, Norman, you guys take Ruth. I'm gonna
Shit.
buy you guys some time. I'm gonna lie my way out of this.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't worry, I got
Let's
a
go.
plan. I got a plan. I'm equipped for the situation.
Wait, why are we lying? There's a werewolf inside. We're trying to get in there. Screw these people.
All right. Okay, I need
Guys,
to know.
run away. I'll take care of it.
Clyde, Norman, Ruth, Harrison. What are you doing? Richard and Pip just ran down the hill.
I'd
Well,
like to
I'm
change
staying my
answer.
ground. We're
No.
freaking fighting this werewolf. We need to get in there.
What? Can we not at least fight the werewolf with a full party? We don't know who's gonna walk out of that door.
We're willing to fight it without you, Harrison. I didn't know you were the only freaking pathetic bastard here.
Okay, I mean, you've traveled with me enough to know that that is the truth. And also, I'm sorry if it's unreasonable of me to just want to fight a werewolf fully equipped, well prepared. I didn't realize that maybe a coward or a wimpy bastard.
All right. So as you are having this conversation, Giles, the same butler who attended to you when you knocked on the door earlier today, comes out with a lamp. And it's like, what the devil are you all doing here again?
I charge him
Kyle, thank goodness you're
immediately.
here. Please let me hold him back. Please. I have a plan. He's gonna ruin the plan. Please.
I charge him immediately.
Make an opposed fighting brawl check to see if Harrison's maneuver works or if Norman beats him.
Do I have a penalty die if I'm opposing, or is it just a normal roll?
It's just a normal roll.
Shit, I failed.
Critical. No. No, it's not. Wait, it's critical is the same as extreme. It's hard success is the second one, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. No, it's just a hard success. Sorry. Not sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
You guys have the same build, right? You build point. You're both 0.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be leaning against this castle wall next to the open door.
I'm just wheezing a little bit.
All right. So you guys are sitting there. Norman tries to charge after the butler, but Harrison kind of holds him back as he begins
Forgive
charging
me, Mr.
forward.
Giles. Norman agitates easily. You see, the thing is I watched a boy get kidnapped, and the kidnapper's running down the hill. He knocked down this innocent woman, and now he's trying to escape with a young boy.
Are you seriously blaming the whole thing on me?
No, I'm just blaming it on an old man kidnapper. I didn't see his face, Giles. I'm sorry. I just saw the little boy going, ah! Help me! I didn't see what else happened. I just know that he's in danger. We gotta send someone out. Send every man in your castle. Everybody that's in there. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
What? This is your plan? Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here.
Yes.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
I'm a phenomenal actor.
This is similar to what's happened to Jared in a D&D campaign.
You're lying through your teeth. So make a fast talk roll with 2 penalty dice. Well, you're like, a child was just kidnapped as you're here with an entire party of people who are trying to get into the castle earlier today.
Why did you do something?
We ran up the hill to attack the child in person.
Yeah, we heard commotion as we were coming up for our visit, and we see this crazy old guy hoisting a child over his shoulder, freaking running at full tilt, and we're like, oh my god, someone needs to be aware of this. Call the authorities.
You know what the best thing is? I'm 45 years old, so I'm not even that old.
All right.
I mean, back then maybe, right?
Harrison, fast talk roll, 2 penalty dice. So roll the 10 die 3 times. Take the lowest one.
Okay.
I don't know if our letter of recommendation is gonna work anymore, guys.
Well, I could probably save us all a bit of time. My fast talk skill is 9, and I rolled a 22. So no surprise to anyone. I failed. Thank you, God.
Plan was to try to lie to the butler who met you earlier today. After you put in your request for an appointment. It is 10 o'clock.
I don't know anything about this fucking kid. I just know that he's being kidnapped by a dangerous old man right now.
I think you should just let Norman have him. I think that was a better plan.
For context, For context, you are at the top of a hill, only accessible by a single road, far outside of the village. You are here with your entire party, and now you're saying there's a child who just got kidnapped in front of your castle who shouldn't have even been here in the first place. You're the butler. You need to go save him while we stay here.
No, I didn't say that we wouldn't help you take the files. I didn't say that we wouldn't assist in the operation. I just said that we need all hands on deck. There's a missing child. I just can't believe that you're not so urgent about this, honestly.
Giles turns around and begins running back towards the castle. Help! 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 He
I'm
starts
gonna pop him on the back of the head with my pistol.
No,
As soon as
no,
he
no,
turns
no,
around, fast to go.
Pistol whip him. Bam!
Pistol with him.
Okay, make a fighting brawl check with a bonus die because his back is turned.
And he's an older guy, right?
He's middle-aged.
Middle-aged, okay.
Ooh, I
Jared, we're
failed.
nice and safe. We're out of the
Guys,
scenario. It's fine.
We're the crazed old man and child running down the hill, apparently.
I've been kidnapped.
No, I failed.
You failed?
I failed.
Hey guys, I don't know if this math is right, but if Ruth catching the kid would be equivalent to Ruth trying to catch a hippopotamus traveling at 1 foot a second. I don't know if that's right, but
That doesn't sound right.
No.
I had a very similar calculation of it. That's what I was doing.
Why were you both wet?
Because I was curious.
Nerds.
A hippopotamus though?
a hippopotamus.
Like,
800,
Yeah, because
Not even like a
8,800 pounds of force.
Yeah, because you got to take in consideration. You got gravity pushing you down. You're picking up.
30
You're
feet.
accelerating. Yeah.
I didn't come here for science.
what's the correlation between small, wiry 11-year-old boy and adult hippopotamus? Exactly.
He would impact at the weight of a hippopotamus traveling at 1 foot per second.
You know what portal? Like when you go through the portal and you go faster and faster.
Hold on. Okay, so 6 feet.
Acceleration, velocity,
Seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
So
physics.
after Clyde, okay, so
Yeah.
after Clyde swings and misses, trying to pistol whip the butler, having to pull out his gun in the process, Giles runs back in.
Fuck.
Did-
I'll shoulder my.
One sec. One
shoulder
second.
my
Yes,
weapon.
I did
How did
that.
that? Yeah, I was gonna say, how did
we're-
that? How
We're
did
about
that
to
look?
find out.
I
He would-
turned to go and run, and I was just trying to hit him as he went by. But
You're just like stretch. Oh god.
No, he was standing like at the entrance, and you were all on like a bit away from him. So
I said I was beside the door. I was like
Okay,
leaning
well.
against the castle wall. That's why
Gotcha.
I thought I could get the chance to whip him, but I failed.
Please, please.
Ha!
please.
Yeah, he absolutely notices you trying to
Oh.
pistol whip him. He had a 30 in spot hidden, and he rolled a 7.
Nice.
Well, I'm rolling really well tonight. I'm happy about that. So Giles slams the heavy wooden door shut, and you hear it lock behind you.
Oh, I'm right beside. Can I put up a fight?
But you just tried to put up a fight.
I tried to whip him. I didn't try to stop closing the door.
Like, I don't know what you want. I gave you a pistol whip.
Yeah, I know. But I
You
missed.
had so many opportunities to prevent this from going terribly, and you have fucked all of them up. Giles is running back into Plum Castle, and he is screaming help, bloody murder the entire way.
I hope an army of werewolves comes out, and then there's Pip and I just fucking running down the hill.
I hope an army of people come out trying to find this kidnapped child.
Well, it's not a kidnapped child.
Okay. Pip and Richard are like a ways down the road now. What's everyone else doing?
Here's Ruth dying on the fucking ground while this
Yeah,
happens.
she's just lost her breath. She's
I,
fine.
I, it was a little bit of an ouch, but I'm fine. I want to get the fuck out. I want to get away from here as soon as possible.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment.
we've done really good for most of our investigations. This has to be the most botched investigation I think we've ever had.
I think the werewolf side quest was going pretty well till now.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, we've never botched it this bad. We made
Oh,
mistakes.
yeah.
We've made mistakes where like we can overcome it. This is like a complete catastrophe.
When I listened to the Juju House episode, this is what I thought that was going to turn out to be.
All right, so you are
Part
all
of me
running-
blames
Yeah.
Harrison, Harrison for stopping Norman. It could have all gone just swimmingly.
You know, I could blame Pip for having piss poor climbing skills. I thought you
Pip
guys-
has
I have the best climbing skill.
it's as much as he could have possibly had since it's his first session.
Harrison
Like-
could have just said we heard the werewolf, heard howling.
Yeah. If only we had a better fast talking skill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so a few minutes later, you all run into the center of town. With well, you guys probably have a few minutes. So Richard, if you want to do first aid and medicine,
I would
on
like to
Pip.
do first aid and medicine.
All right, you can do that.
Okay. Okay, first aid first.
I'm more like mentally hurt right now than physically.
All right. That was just a regular success on first aid.
Okay, Pip, you get 1 hit point back from the first aid.
Nice.
And then medicine. Medicine was a hard success.
Okay, so roll 1d3 for the health he gets back from the medicine check.
Okay, 1d3.
Man, speed run and healing.
Okay, that would have been. I rolled a 4, so that's just a 2.
All right, so you gain 2 hit points back from a longer sort of medicine check and sort of just going over some of your cuts and scrapes from falling off the building. Pip.
So I got 3 in total.
Yeah, three hit points total.
All right, I'm back to full health, baby.
A few moments later, or probably a few minutes, the rest of the group comes running into town, and Pip, the Harrison, the guy who pushed you off of Ruth, is there as well.
Harrison Dodge.
You son of a bitch!
I don't write children's books anymore.
Pip can live for free in my house now after that statement.
Let's get out of town. I don't think we can stay here tonight.
What about the werewolf?
What about our lives?
Okay, wait. Let's think about this. So we got a form of grave robbing, a form of break and entry, and potential child adoption.
Can I? While this is happening, Jack, can I do? Can I do first
Truck and just drive
medicine
away.
on
Oh, yeah.
Ruth?
Yeah, you can do that.
Attempted murder too.
A few minutes after you guys sort of get back and catch your breath, you see lights from on top of the hill from Plum Castle. As it seems a group of people are gathering torches and flashlights.
Could I take us to a hidey hole
Do you have a
in the
hidey hole?
town? Yes. I mean, I'd have to have some place that I'd go to like live since I'm an orphan.
I guess.
I'd be like-
yeah.
Yeah. I'd
I
want
mean,
I know a place.
I rolled a crit success on first aid.
Okay, Ruth, you get 1 hit point back from first aid.
Okay, and then I'll do my medicine. Continue.
Yeah, you can offer it as an option. You might have like a little place that you live that you've made your own.
All right. Tell everyone. I have a place we can hide.
Let's go. We need to go somewhere. Let's go there.
Boy.
What do I roll if I got a regular success on medicine?
Still 1d3.
Okay. A 5 is a 3, correct?
Yes.
Okay, there you go, Ruth. I've done my job. I can now pack it in and get arrested for child abduction, and you guys will be fine.
Really helping the team out.
One
Okay.
of these days, I'll be trustworthy.
So
I'm
what are you
thinking
guys
that the
doing, yeah?
place I would go is the like cellar basement of my burnt down house.
Whoa.
That works.
Ooh. Heavy.
So on the outskirts of town, there is sort of the charred remains of what was once a little home for Pip and his family, and you enter into the charred remains, and Pip kind of pulls open a cellar door, which leads downstairs.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
Becoming
enter
apparent
without
now,
hesitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enter.
All right. You are in a dingy cellar that has been decorated by an 11-year-old. So whatever Pip has is what you find around here.
We got some candles.
Ah,
We got
good,
my
good
bed.
posters.
The Strokes, you know. I'm a hip kid.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's sick anime.
And what kind of anime does Pip watch?
One Piece.
Oh yeah. He's got a lot. He's got nothing but time. So yeah.
Yeah.
No parents to tell him no.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
have anyone. Doesn't have any parents to put him on the right path. Tell him what a terrible mistake he's making.
Watch a different anime.
So yeah, it's with all 6 of you down here. It is a little bit cramped.
Can we lock the cellar door at all?
I probably wouldn't have put a lock on it. I was just,
Yeah.
I'm a little kid, so nah.
Yeah. There's not like a proper locking mechanism on it or anything like that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
what
that
are you
went
guys
well.
doing?
What's our plan now?
I think our appointment's canceled.
I mean, I don't think it would be a huge travesty if we left town, because it sounds to me like we've gotten basically as much information as possible aside from meeting the werewolf personally, which I don't know if would really go down very successfully for us anyways. So
Well, we do also have the rented truck in town. We do need to
Yeah,
retrieve that.
Pip, can you drive?
I'm 11.
I have to say, I wouldn't mind capturing this werewolf. It'd be very interesting for my research.
Well, as of now, Richard and Pip are the only 2 free people in this group.
Well, it just so happens I'm good at driving.
Well, maybe you should go get the truck then and hide it somewhere.
And then maybe before you come back, stop by like a pet shop or something, because we do not have the infrastructure to capture and maintain a werewolf. I don't know what.
Pet shop.
Yeah, I like a dog cage.
Where's your werewolf section?
Put on a muzzle.
Oh man. I believe, Harrison, I don't know much about werewolves. I can't say I've researched any or ever seen one. But from what I hear, they turn back into a human being?
So you want to lock up a human being?
Ah, it's a werewolf.
I mean, he does it all the time.
Fucked up. That mindset leads to bad things.
So I'm gonna go back and interrogate that guy some more.
Lay the werewolf next to him on the table, like, hey, on the full moon, watch out. You better talk to him.
Sorry, not such a nice guy.
The entire time we've been playing this campaign, I've always been like, man, what are they gonna do next to like jump the shark? Is like, oh, of course they're going to involve a child in their escapades. What we really needed was an 11-year-old kid to see just the depravity of the human spirit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Richard, maybe you should go get the truck and park it somewhere where they're not going to confiscate it.
I could do that.
Otherwise, I feel like we need to leave. I don't think there's anything more we can do here right now.
I see 2 options. I see leave town, never return, forget about the werewolf and these people, fuck them anyway. They're people. Like seriously, all assholes. Don't care about your dead daughter.
Fucking hell.
Or wait till tomorrow night and we try to break into the castle again.
Oh.
I think we should give it another try. You never know what we
I
will
like the
uncover.
second one.
I really believe that Pip can do it.
He didn't last
What?
time.
Shut up, Ruth.
I tried to ask you if you were comfortable and ready, and you blew me off, Pip.
I was fine with it.
Next time we'll get a big sheet for him to
Step
follow,
ladder?
and we'll all do it. Norman, what are your thoughts?
I'm still trying to figure out this calculation.
You've been so fucking focused. I've seen you been like,
Yeah. Wait, are you trying to figure out how fast Pip would have fallen?
No, I know that. What, Pip
What are you
was falling at 13.39 meters per second when Ruth got out.
That was just 1A. He's on 1C now. Come on.
I don't remember any of my equations from
just to
YouTube.
show his work.
I'm
No, it's meters converted to kilometers per hour.
Okay.
meters per second is 3.
What's the game plan here, guys? You are currently in the cellar of the house where Pip's parents died.
Well, Jack,
Just-
I'm gonna go get the vehicle and move it somewhere kind of hidden or near here.
Okay.
That
Alright.
is unlegible.
Is anyone joining Richard?
Nope.
I say we should maybe have some, stay up and listen in shifts, just in case they come investigate. Not that we'll be able to do much, but at least we'll know they're coming.
I guess I'd go with Richard, since, as people said,
'cause
no.
people are looking for a kidnapped 11-year-old kid. If
And an
they
old man.
knew it's
Someone, because
I-
someone
I-
fucking literally yelled, "There's an old man kidnapping a 11-year-old running down to the city."
I think
Look,
they were more concerned with the almost assault that happened.
Wait, so you think they don't believe that there's an 11-year-old kid that's been
I
kidnapped?
I
by
don't
an
think
old
they
man?
believe
I
that
don't
for a
think-
second.
All right. So
Can't wait to read about it, though.
Richard is going to leave the cellar. Anyone who wants to join him, feel free.
Yeah, Pip. I mean, you could go if you want to, Pip. But who's gonna show us around the place? Come on, be a good host.
Well, that's where my dad died. My
That's
mom
the
died
bucket I pitched in.
upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I cry each night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Honestly, anyone who burns down buildings, especially for just no reason whatsoever, fuck them. Pip, we'll keep you safe from burning buildings. I promise.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna sneak out and go get the vehicle.
All right. So as you
Slip
get
out.
closer to the center of town, you see there are a lot of flashlights and people milling around, like a lot more than you would expect from a quiet village at this late on a Thursday night.
Well, I'm just gonna try to blend in, I guess, and not
Just out for a stroll.
You want to make a spot hidden check for me?
Sure. All right. It's a regular, just a regular success. I just
You-
made it. I got a
You
38,
can
and I have a
see-
39.
You can see that these people are all in their hastily put on clothes. A lot of them are probably servants from the castle who are still half in their pajamas, and they have lanterns and flashlights, and they're looking around and asking people, knocking on doors. You also see Constable Tamwell, who's clearly been awoken from his sleep and is
Shit.
Oh
helping.
He knows that I know these people. Son of a bitch.
But the truck is still parked in town, and you could try and make your way to it if you would.
All right.
like.
I am going to try and make my way to the truck.
Make a stealth roll for me.
All right, baby. Here we go. I got shit in that, but fuck it. What's a 0? Is it a 0 plus a 10 is a 20, right?
A 0 plus 10 is 10.
Oh, then I succeeded.
Okay.
Because if you tie your skill, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah, if you tie your skill, you still succeed.
Because if it was a 20, I would have tied my skill.
Okay, yeah, you rolled like 0, 0, 10.
I rolled. Sorry, no. There's a 10. There's a 10 on the D100 and there's a 0 on the D10. So I think that's 20 then, isn't it?
Sorry, I need to see.
Where?
It's the 2 dice in the middle of the table.
Yeah, can you just hold them up to the camera?
Okay, so that's 1.
Okay, and you
And
rolled
then
a 10.
that's
So
the other one.
You rolled a 20.
Okay. So I tied my skill for stealth.
Okay, you still succeed. That's still a regular success.
Okay.
You check that off, Jared. You improve that stealth.
I guess I
Holy
did. Don't
shit.
worry. Like I immediately did. Oh.
So the staff at the house had a skill of 30. They rolled an 82. Constable Tamwell had a skill of 50. He rolled an 82.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Like no problem whatsoever, Richard sneaks through the center of town and gets behind the driver's seat of the truck.
Dang.
Okay. I'm gonna drive it somewhere out of town. I don't know.
You get the impression that once you start the engine, people are going to know about it.
The town remembers that.
Maybe what I'll do is I'm gonna kind of stake out inside, like try to stay like down in the
Oh,
vehicle,
boy.
and like if someone causes trouble, I'll try to escape in a car chase or some sort of chase. But I don't want to like bring attention to me inside the vehicle, because if they're not searching around the vehicle, then there's no point in me bringing attention to the vehicle.
Yeah, no one has really searched the vehicle as of yet.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of stay low and just see what happens for a bit.
If someone sees
All right.
Harrison, he's gonna use all his luck to activate Deadeye and just take care of the situation.
Yeah, that's how it'll sound when I write it in my book.
So you sit there for 20 minutes.
Okay, are people like starting to like disperse? Like,
At the beginning, they sort of congregate around the Laughing Horse Inn,
Yeah.
where you parked close to, because they assume you're renting rooms, and surely enough, you did. But they don't find you there, so they begin to disperse out from the Laughing Horse Inn and start checking other buildings. They knock on a few doors, but seem to not find anything. After about half an hour, 45 minutes, there's no one in the center of town. They've probably all begun searching other areas.
I'm gonna try to drive the vehicle as somewhere that's not. Actually, honestly, at that point, they're not even looking for the vehicle. So
So speed through town. Don't stop at red lights.
Although, do remember that roads here are unpaved, there's no railway station, and this is the only motor vehicle you've seen since you got here to town.
Yeah, when we arrived in time, there like people were like, "Oh, what the hell are these people doing with a vehicle?" Right?
Actually, there's like a courtyard outside the main entrance to the castle. There is a nice car there. I forgot to mention that.
Where's Pip's little house? Like, is it outside of town or like on the outskirts?
It's like on the outskirts of town. Not quite as on the same road as Osgood Farm, but not quite that far out of town.
I'm gonna drive it to Osgood Farm.
You're going to drive to Osgood Farm?
And I would like to.
That's past Pip's house.
No, I know. I'm trying to get it away from the search party, somewhere where we can like walk to, even if it's a far walk, that they won't see me park it. Because I feel like if I drive to Pip's house, they're gonna see me park it in the street. If their search is now expanded to more of the areas around the city center.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try to drive it to Osgood Farm and ask them very kindly if I can park this in the barn, if there's room.
Vicious.
What time is it now?
It's past 10 at this point. Like well past. It's close. It's like 11, almost 11 now. So, if you're gonna drive this, I need a combined drive, auto, and stealth roll.
Holy fuck.
Engine with a silencer on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 roll for both skills.
Okay.
You put the
I'm
muffler
sorry.
on the truck,
I
Jared.
failed the stealth. No, I failed both of them.
Oh no.
They both are a 20. After saying I have skills in driving, I didn't look at
Oh, Jared!
I only know how to drive a motorcycle and shoot people from it. I don't know how to drive these 4-wheeled automobiles. That's what Cloud's for.
I'm glad I stayed back.
So you turn on the ignition and seems pretty good. You put it in gear and begin driving sort of around the center of town and down the road towards where you are. As you get a little ways down the road towards Constable Tamwell's house, where you met him earlier today, you see him walking back to his house with a rifle in hand, and he turns around and sees you and lifts the rifle. What do you do?
Run him down.
I surrender.
All right.
Why?
Just wait. I have a plan.
What are you gonna be
So-
like, fucking Hitman, and do the fake surrender thing?
Honestly, I have a better chance of doing that than I have doing the other thing.
I guess with your yeah.
Anything is better. The only thing that could be worse is if I tried to like fast talk my way out of it.
So you can see Constable Tamwell in his in his like nightgown, but he put on his Bobby helmet for this because he's an oafish dumbass basically. And he begins stop the car and he begins walking towards with his Lee Enfield rifle drawn. It's like, turn off the ignition and step out of the car.
I turn off the ignition and I step out of the car.
He begins walking over to you. A little bit late to be going for a drive, ain't it?
Well, you see, Constable, I didn't know where my friends went. I saw the vehicle still at the Horse Inn, and I was gonna go get one of my drivers back from home to come out with me to search for them. Please don't make me roll fast talk.
You absolutely need to roll fast talk against his psychology skill.
Why would we
Holy
invest in
fuck.
this way? Honestly,
I don't. This session has been pain.
He failed his psychology roll.
Jared.
I got a 4, and the fast talk skill is a 5.
oh,
The constable's
We don't
brains
need
are gonna
good
have
plan.
to turn off for a second. I think that's the only possible solution.
I'm still not gonna. Well, I guess I have to try to improve that skill. But I was like, I'm never gonna use it again. This is such an obscure situation for Richard.
So, do you want to show me the dice just real quick? I
The
have
4?
to know. I
The
have
4?
to know.
Okay. Fucking. Okay, this is horrible. Is that better? Does that see it?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I wanted to see them as they were on the table.
Oh, well, last time you couldn't see it, so I lifted it up for that one.
Okay. Okay. I mean, whatever. You've been good about it so far. So I cannot fucking believe it.
All right then.
So Constable Tumwell lowers the rifle. Oh, I'm sorry about that, mate. Problem is your mates were seen up at the castle, causing a ruckus. It's a bit of a crime scene. I can't let you leave the town right now while they're at large.
Oh, Constable, I can't. What kind of ruckus were they causing?
It seems like they might have been trying to break in. They gave one of the butlers there a good scare and tried to lie to him, tried to assault him. It looks like one of them has a restricted firearm as well.
Oh, it's a loss every way you look at it.
The constable sounds Australian.
Could be.
Well, Constable,
For the Australian chapter.
where would you like me to stay then? Do you want me to stay back at the saloon?
If you could park the truck at back where you were and go back to the Laughing Horse, we'll see what we can do about your mates. See if
I
we can't find them.
appreciate that. If I can be of any help, please let me know.
Of course, like I said, you were one of the ones that wasn't spotted up there. So I don't know what kind of company you keep, but you seem like a good British lad. As he kind of shoulders the rifle. I need to go get dressed right quick, but I'll be at the Laughing Horse pretty shortly. Got a bit of a search party out for your mates at the moment.
Sounds good. I will head back to the Laughing Horse and spend the night there.
So, Team Seller, it's been an hour and Richard has not come back.
That's it. He sold us. He's still coming. He sold us then.
I don't think Richard would do that. Richard's an odd fellow for sure. But
All we're trying to do is help these poor town folk. Hey, wait a second. The castle's probably empty right
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
so
They'll
They'll never think to look there.
we were gonna return tomorrow, but you're advancing that already aggressive plan to tonight.
Oh, I love this. These are the moments I live for.
I still have my rope.
You know what the dumb thing is? I could have probably paid for the charges against us too.
The last place they'd expect us to be is back in the castle.
That's right. It was a failed break-in for a reason. They're not going to look there.
But
Let's
we
go
have
back.
We have no idea. You're just guessing.
Ruth, I'm trying to protect the poor people of this town from another attack. If they can't see that, that's their own problem.
I saw you try to tackle that innocent butler.
I didn't try to do anything. But
That's
maybe
true.
if I had succeeded without Harrison stopping me, we wouldn't be hiding
I didn't try to do anything.
in the
But
ashes of Pip's parents.
Pip, being that you are from this town, you're a young lad and you've done a lot of exploring around the forests and areas, you do know that if you go through the woods, you could probably hike back to sort of the area around Plum Castle in about 2.5 or 3 hours, taking the long way around. If you go through the backwoods.
Okay, I tell everyone that.
Then let's do that.
What
All in
time is it
favor?
right now? Like 10, you said?
No, it's
Now it's 11.
All
well,
in favor.
If you wait the full hour that it took Richard to do that, you've been down here until about 11 o'clock at night.
All right, kids. Sorry to keep you up past your bedtime, but let's go on a little nature hike.
I don't
the
have
woods.
bedtime. My parents are dead.
Cool. That's got to be really cool.
What?
Awesome, dude. Let's pound it.
Dead parents are awesome, man.
Batman.
Oh.
Honestly, Ruth, I don't see much of a other solution. It's not a good plan.
No, you guys, I think it's the only way. It's gonna be very high risk, high reward. But I think it's the best shot we got other than leaving town.
It's either that or get arrested.
What about Richard? We're just gonna go with that. We don't.
He already left us, Ruth. We don't care about Richard right now.
He went to help us by getting the truck. He didn't just abandon us.
Well, I
It doesn't take now to get the truck.
Well, he's not back here, so
Every time, the funny thing, every time I help someone who's in like a medical situation, the next session they always turn on me and like fucking throw me under the car.
These characters
Well, I mean-
despise each other.
They do.
know that something was up, right? Like after an hour, like Pip would be able to tell us how long it takes to walk into town.
Yeah, it would take you a couple minutes to walk into town from here, but
Yeah,
you know there are
Richard's
people
clearly-
searching town.
Richard's not coming back. Let's go. Come on, everyone.
Obviously
This
something
decision's been
happened.
made.
We
This
need to do
decision's been
something.
made, Ruth. Ruth, every time you fight a decision, all that you end up doing is wasting a couple minutes, and we end up
I'm
doing it anyway.
You know, I think if there's one thing this group needs, it's a voice of reason, a ray of sunshine amidst all of the darkness that
Okay,
you guys
and we've-
collectively cause.
We heard the voice, and we decide not to reason with it.
I know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this night over with. I'm praying for my life.
See, Clyde, what I tell you, just a couple minutes wasted, and we're doing it anyways.
I said I was fine doing it earlier. Whatever, let's go. Let's just fucking go. Let's
It is
go on
now
this 3-hour
11:05.
Nature
Let's
hike,
let's
yay!
go. Let's go for a midnight nature hike.
So, you guys, without any supplies except the weapons and stuff that you have, navigate by almost full moonlight, which is good. It's good that you came here close to the full moon, because
We
it
knew.
does take you. It takes you a long time. For the first hour, you are bushwhacking through thick, thick English wood, and these are still like the lowlands, so there's a lot of like grassy hills and stuff like that, but there is a good amount of shrubbery that sort of ensconces the area around Lesser Dale. And you are going uphill through interesting areas, but Pip is a good guide. And sure enough, about 2.5 hours later, about 1:30 in the morning, 1:35 because Ruth spent a couple minutes talking, you see through a cover of trees the vista of Plum Castle, which you have sort of skirted around, and sort of on it would be the western side. You were probably coming at it from almost like a northwest angle, and you see there's like a small sort of outbuilding that looks like a greenhouse or a stone structure of some kind, like what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
A shed?
No, not a shed. Oh, why can I not think of it? Anyways, like a building that's just off the main area there.
Okay. Courthouse.
Guest cottage.
No, it's not a building. It's like
Gatehouse.
it's like one of those
Gazebo.
gazebo. Thank you. It's like one of those like stone gazebos that you sometimes see in like parks around like Europe and stuff like that, like mausoleum style.
I thought Eric was memeing when he said that. I can't believe that was right.
I kind of was, but
I just forgot the word gazebo. I forgot that's the word, what the word was.
gazelle.
Yes. So, what do you do?
Well,
Do we do?
should we try for the same door?
Mm,
No.
So, like now we're at like the back of the house compared to where we were last time.
Yeah, you're sort of in like some in like some like a tree area, sort of overlooking the house from the northwest side, and sort of further down the cliff side, you can see the lights from the village and some smoke rising from the chimneys. The chimneys
Does
below.
this still seem like there's a lot of activity with like people searching and stuff?
Make a spot hidden check.
Can I scope out the building from this distance to see if there's another break-in location?
Make another spot hidden check.
That's like I got a critical success.
Okay. You do see some movement down in the village. Seems like less, but still some lanterns being knocked about. Still some people moving.
Poor Richard's gonna miss the wolf encounter now.
As you are sitting above in this sort of hidden area, you do hear sort of the same visceral howling, but it's much more intense now.
Is there like a direction it's coming from, or is it?
Make a listen check.
You would think I'd learn where these fucking skills are after so long. But...
It's alphabetical. If
yeah,
that helps.
I know. I just
look for the L's.
Hard success.
Sorry?
Hard success.
Hard success. It does seem to be coming from like the area around the castle, and it seems to echo throughout sort of the areas here, and it seems to almost be amplified through the gazebo / mausoleum that is very close, the closest building to you.
I say we don't check out the gazebo thing. That noise seems to be coming from there.
If that's where the noise is coming from, maybe it's underneath it.
It just gives Norman another opportunity to grave rob.
Okay,
That's the least of our problems right now.
Okay, Ruth.
All right, it wouldn't have been my first destination. Let's check it out.
Clearly, the people of this castle know something about this. That's why they're not concerned about the howling wolf in their gazebo, and they're down looking for us. So I say we get in there, kill the damn thing, and save the townspeople of this town.
Let's just go check out the gazebo and go from there.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Save the town.
So you make your way down sort of onto a flat piece of land where does seem to be this structure coming from. There's a large door in your way. Pardon me. Give me one moment here. Maps.
Ooh, a map.
Well, I'm looking at the map. I'm
okay.
trying to see if I can... Yeah, I can't give you this map yet. So.
Is it locked or can we stroll in?
Let's see here. So, sort of just on the grounds, it's a granite building. It's sort of decorated with statues of weeping angels, and it's overgrown with creeping ivy and moss that is sort of set in over time. It is a very sturdy wooden door, but it is unlocked, and it pushes open quite easily. You see, as you sort of look in, you don't have any light with you, but with what little light sort of focuses in from the moonlight, you do see that this is a mausoleum of some sort with stone sarcophagi lining the walls.
What are the odds there's like a lantern or something nearby? Because I got matches for my smokes.
So do I.
Make a luck roll.
Very good. I got a 13.
There is a single oil lantern that was probably left here sitting on a bench in the mausoleum. It has a small amount of oil in it.
I grab it and I light it real quick.
Now we're
So you
playing
light it
Amnesia.
Shutter it, yeah. And you sort of look through, and you do see. Well, let me set the stage for you. It's very like the atmosphere is cloying and damp, and you see that a lot of the tombs here are decaying with age. It seems like it's quite an old building, but just sort of inspecting it, it doesn't seem out of the ordinary to anything anything untoward just from the sort of the front door. You guys want to make spot hidden checks for me?
Yes.
Those of you who are here. Richard, you're back
Yep.
at the inn.
Yep.
Jay,
That's what you get for
Richard
running.
can just get shit faced. It's awesome.
And in fact, while this is happening, Richard, maybe about an hour or so before they get to Plum Castle, Constable Tumwell does come in with the rifle slung over his shoulder, and because of all the commotion, Bill Tatlock, the owner, has stayed open a little bit later and is serving beer. And
Nice.
Constable Tumwell happily takes a pint.
I will also take a pint.
All right, what do we get for spot hidden checks?
I got a
my
hard
stat was
success.
62. I rolled a 61. Bless thee.
Everyone who succeeded on their spot hidden checks at the mausoleum see a deep set collection of claw marks that have been embedded in the door frame.
Like the door we just entered.
Yes.
Hey Norman, can I borrow one of those crosses that you took earlier?
Yeah, sure thing, Clyde. Give him
All
one.
right, I'll put it around my neck.
Just slowly, like.
Is there any like disturbed dust or anything? Because I assume there's like a decent amount of dust in here.
Make a spot hidden check.
Ruth, you've always had a keen eye for disturbed dust. I respect the most about you.
I can't wait to get dinged for grave robbing.
Normal success.
Normal success. So as you walk further into the mausoleum down a heavy set of stone stairs to the lower levels, you do see what appears to be a disturbed stone slab sort of in the center of the room amongst some of the graves.
I want to check it out, investigate it.
I'll help her.
Yeah. It's quite heavy, so the two of you together manage to lift up the stone slab and reveal a deep hole into the ground. The hole is just large enough to allow one person to pass through, giving access to what appears to be a rusted metal ladder that descends down into the darkness.
So shining the light down there, we can't see the bottom.
Yeah, because it's an oil lantern, you can really only lower it down a couple of feet with your arm, and you cannot quite see the bottom.
Didn't we bring rope with us?
You did. You have a lot of rope with Pip.
Here, I'm gonna do something crazy. Ready
Okay.
for this?
Ask first, please.
Don't ask first.
I'm gonna rip some fabric off of my clothes, and I'm gonna light it on fire, and I'm gonna drop it down the hole to see what kind of light it gives us as it falls.
Sure. Are you gonna like put a little bit of oil on the piece of fabric first?
Dip some oil in it. Yeah,
Norman just lives in like
Come
super
on.
flammable clothes.
Yeah, Clyde, are you gonna let Norman take some of the oil? Just dab a little of
Just
the
a
oil.
tiny amount, sure.
So, Norman, you light the piece of fabric and let it fall down. It falls down about 15 feet before hitting an earth a floor. It doesn't give off a lot of light, but it does appear to be some sort of cavern underneath the
Well, I
mausoleum.
felt longer distance than that.
Oh, well,
You did.
Pip, there's no one to catch you down there.
As Norman pushes Pip into the hole.
Holy shit!
Dude's so
That's a
fucked up.
Harrison move.
I'm offended.
Well,
who's ladies first?
Wow. Real nice, Norman.
What a gentleman.
I
I'll
can
go-
just imagine her being like, well, who's a woman and we'll fit there. Ruth, go on.
If you guys are too chicken to do it, I'll go first.
Yeah, oh, I'm so chicken. I'm the biggest chicken. Bark, bark, go.
That's okay. I'll go down.
Right.
I'll go down after Ruth.
Okay.
I'll give Ruth the lantern, and then I'll follow Norman.
I'm gonna stay at the top of the mausoleum and look out for people. 'Cause
Okay.
This whole
As
thing
I
around.
climb down, I notice Harrison staying there and say, "You know, Harrison, there's just as good of a chance that that thing is up there as it being down here."
Pussy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll come along. Yeah, good point. Yeah, thank you.
All right. What was the order? So Ruth was going down first.
First, yeah.
Who's
Then
second?
Norman
Then me.
Then me.
Then Pip. Yeah.
and Harrison last.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. As Harrison gets on the ladder and Pip gets to the bottom, you once again hear that blood-curdling howl. And it comes as you get down there with the lantern. You see you are in a naturally formed cave, like almost like the bottom of a well or something, that has sort of a small tunnel that goes a little bit further in. And that howl that you heard is coming directly from that area, and it is very close.
I pull up my gun.
I want to put on my line claws.
All right.
I'm
We're
putting
dagger
the
equipped.
cross around my neck, and I'm getting my shotgun out, and also I'm holding my silver. My silver knife is.
Okay, so Norman, you would probably have the dagger. You probably have not been walking around with a shotgun.
Damn it! Even though it's
Oh, that
Leon
would've been nice,
shot off
wouldn't
shotgun.
You don't have the trench coat that he modified to carry the shotgun in.
To get
Okay,
around
I
this
have-
very issue.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I have my.
Pip
I
has his
read
rope.
my broom. And my broom. Don't forget the broom.
All right.
Fucking, all I envision is Norm putting on this necklace and then pulling out the tiniest little dagger, and he's like, "I'm ready."
It's like a fighting game. He's just like bouncing around.
Okay. So you can see now with the light that you have. Point of reference: difficult to fight while you're holding a lantern, Ruth.
That's what I
As a boxer, you kind of need both your hands.
Give it back.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
I only need one hand to pew pew.
Yeah. So
I mean, I can take it. I don't have any combat prowess.
Yeah, here you go. Hold that high now.
Okay.
That rope's gonna be valuable.
I put it on the end of my broom, and I'm like kind of
Yeah, hell yeah.
dangling it. I'm like the boatman
Yeah.
Karen.
Yep.
With a big old lantern.
Whew. Okay, so there's only one. Well, there's two ways to go. You can go back up the metal ladder from whence you came, or you can go further down into this tunnel.
I think we're going further down.
You can't make that decision for everyone.
We go
I'm
further
going
down.
back at this point.
Okay, I need a marching order from you guys.
Left, right, left, right, left.
No, I need to know
I'll
who's
go
going first.
I'll go second again.
I'll stay
I think
third.
Werewolves are real. They're not even real.
Is
Someone's
it
just-
inappropriate if I make Pip go ahead of me?
Wow, that's actually
I'd
pretty good
rather-
character.
I'd rather have someone on my flank, anyways. You know.
Okay, cool.
In case the werewolf comes from behind.
I was gonna say, I feel like that fits Harrison's thing with his stories being exaggerated
Well,
manuscripts.
he's
I think
gotta
that's
live to write
perfect.
the book.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
that. Like, I don't love. I despise those types of characters because they hit you exactly how they're supposed to. You're like, oh, grimy idiot. But I actually just don't want to fight this werewolf. So I mean, I guess.
Honestly, I don't blame you on that one.
Honestly, okay, I haven't even read you guys the anthology of Harrison Dodge. So if I die fighting a werewolf, that information is gone. Harrison Dodge is just a
The
treasured
last
memory.
breath,
Don't
just the
let that
whole
happen.
thing.
Wait, before I go.
Could have
So-
gone into the hospital, but can't now.
Now you really won't believe what we found down there. So, as Ruth, as you march forward with some of the light from the lantern illuminating your way ahead, about 15 or so feet down this tunnel, you appear at a brick wall. Just a normal brick wall. Seems to end abruptly for no apparent reason.
I want to like knock on it.
You want to knock on the brick wall?
Yeah.
So you knock on it. It's not that thick, probably only one layer of bricks thick. You can sort of hear it's hollow on the other side.
Is there like some marks in the ground from a potential sliding door or something?
Make a spot hidden check.
I don't think. I'll be impressed.
I succeed.
You succeed. You find a small mechanism and some. Well, you don't find necessarily any marks in the ground. It doesn't seem like this is something that gets used, but you do find a mechanism of some sort that appears to be connected to the brick wall.
I better try to activate it.
You sort of flip the switch, and the brick wall sort of slides backwards towards you a little bit. Ruth, you have to sort of scramble backwards slightly to prevent yourself from being hit by the brick wall. And as it opens up, you are in what appears to be a similarly bricked room with straw padding placed all about. And at the far corner of the room, next to what appears to be a metal door, is a hulking monstrosity of a beast with jet black skin and massive claws, dressed in tattered rags. And I'm going to get a picture for you guys for reference.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna hit the switch again.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna hit the switch again.
I'm fine. I'm just say Skyrim werewolf and we're good.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was thinking.
But I really like the illustration they did for it. So I'm going to send it to you.
No. Okay.
And in fact, I have 2 illustrations.
Ooh.
So
I don't think it could be any scarier than the guy that's a few photos up. I know that for a fact.
I don't
Ho,
know.
ho, ho.
I don't understand your guys' fascination with that man. He punches.
Nothing
dude.
can be as terrifying as the walrus from Kevin Smith's Tusk.
I don't even know.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that's a terrifying walrus.
It's basically
I'm gonna...
human centipede, but
Ew.
Oh, maybe I don't
walrus.
Google it. I don't-
you're fine. But it's just like, you know, it's a weird movie.
No.
Oh, that's a
Oh my
friend
God,
right
and
there.
looking at the walrus now. Oh fuck.
Oh man. That's a scary boy.
I'd hang out with this walrus.
So the
Kevin Smith
picture
walrus.
in the red oval, that's sort of the one that you're up against, and the second one is more of a generalized like idea of the rest of the
Bro,
body.
I don't want to.
So- So the head is almost has like a wispy blonde hair, and a more like straight, narrow humanoid face, sort of like the first picture I sent you.
Their definition of a wolf and mine definitely differs.
Is this a guy that gets like turned into a walrus?
Yeah.
That's fucked, man.
We have like
Uh,
2
so-
conversations going here.
Momentarily.
So Clyde,
So-
are you shutting the door?
yeah.
Or...
Clyde,
Yeah.
you're shutting the door?
I'm gonna try to
Oh.
shut the door again.
As soon as you see this, you flip the switch back. The bricks begin to slide into place, and with a doo, and you hear
Oh,
bah, 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 and on the other side of the door, something is pushing against the bricks. Something. You're
Here we
pretty
go.
sure you know what.
Time to go.
I'm-
Time to go.
Yeah, I push past Harrison and I'm booking it. I'm out.
I'm with him.
All right. So Pip, you have the lantern affixed to the end of your broom. So you're pushing past him. You want to make a dexterity check to see if you keep the lantern on the top of the broom or if
Oh,
it falls on the ground.
Oh, you don't. Where's
What's your dexterity skill?
It's at the very
70?
The pup's feeling pretty good right now.
I'm glad. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
So as you are pushing past Harrison, you quickly try to get past, and the lantern slips and crashes with the sound of glass on the floor, and it goes dark, save for the amount of oil that quickly burns up on the ground in the wet, damp cave, and you are all left in complete darkness with.
Run!
Just
keep running! Just keep running!
Okay. Can we form a chain with our arms and try and figure out what we're doing by doing that, or do we just know
This
that
isn't a
we
fire drill.
Run!
Red Rover, call the wolf over.
Just run!
All right.
Let's join arms.
So
I agree with running.
So, in the marching order, Pip got past Harrison. So, I need, in sequence, a navigate roll from everyone
Oh,
to see how well you can recall your way in the darkness.
10%, eh? Anybody else?
Me, I have 55.
Oh,
I got a little bit.
31. I got
Okay,
31.
and I just dropped one of my die, so forgive me while I stall.
Who's going first? Pip?
Pip goes first because he squeezed past Harrison. Pip, you are frantic in the darkness and you can't see anything. You do not quite manage to find the ladder in the darkness, and you are searching frantically in the open cave as you hear the pounding get harder behind you. What did everyone else get on their navigation? Harrison first.
okay.
Big fail, large fail, enormous
Big fail. Harrison, same thing. You get into the open room and you are searching, you are feeling the wall for a ladder and you're not finding it. Clyde?
I failed as well.
Clyde, you're like not sure where you are. You are holding your gun in pitch darkness and you do not see a thing. Norman. Nothing. You are all scrambling in the dark. Some of you bump shoulders with one another, hitting each other. You just are not sure. Ruth, what did you get?
I got a hard success.
Nice. Ruth is going to be our
Nice.
shepherd.
Ruth, as you get into the main area, you're like, I think I remember where the ladder is, and you just sort of deftly avoiding everyone find a handhold of the rusted metal, and you have found the ladder.
The ladder is here.
Not run to her voice.
All right, so Ruth, you start climbing. As you do, you hear as the sound of ceramic and brickwork falls behind you.
Is there light behind, like in the room that it was in?
There is an amount of low light in that room.
So we can kind of see a shadow coming towards us.
You can see the first bit of what appears to be a vaguely humanoid figure coming through the brickwork as it's tearing away some more brick to try and get its hulking frame down this small corridor.
All right, up the ladder, everyone. Go, Pip, you're next. Go, go.
All right, I need a marching order. So Ruth managed to get to the ladder first, so she goes first. Who goes after that?
I'll send Pip up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Clyde said technically that he was going first, but if you take me, then I'll take it. I'm going.
I'll say no.
I'm heading up. Yeah, I'm heading up.
And then I'll be right up behind his ass.
I'm gonna cut in front of Norman because I care more about my own life right now.
Since Pip is a little bit smaller and less athletic, it does take him a little bit more time. So by the time he gets to the top, Norman and Harrison, you look back and the figure has managed to make its way through the brickwork just as Clyde is beginning to climb.
But what about my climb skill? Would that come into play?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. You have a 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. I almost dropped to die.
I'm a fairly agile little lad.
Instantly teleports up the ladder.
So,
It's like throwing an ender pearl.
but funny thing about that.
Oh my
So
god.
when you were climbing the castle, I rolled a 94, and that's what fucked you up. As you were climbing the ladder, you also rolled a 94. So you're going slow.
You should have
Okay,
never said it.
He falls again.
He doesn't fall, but it does take him a little bit more time. It's dark. He's in a panic. He's an 11-year-old child.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared.
So, Clyde, you are at the bottom of the ladder as Harrison and Norman see this monstrosity coming towards you. The three of you.
Clyde, drop your gun. At least give us a chance.
Wait, we have the silver daggers. I mean, do we just make our stand?
Well,
Your
I'll tell you what I need everyone to do. I need you to tell me what your dexterity scores are because you are now in combat. You guys can be part of it, but you're above, so
Yeah.
unless you go back down the ladder.
I'm alright.
My dex is
Also.
70.
I can't help you guys. What the fuck am I gonna do?
55.
You could punch it.
Yeah, fucking land on it, I guess.
We should
Fucking-
just
Hero. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Except then it's just.
It's like when you
Okay.
try to assassinate a heavy in the old games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison has a dex of 70, right?
Yeah.
Clyde, you have like a 45 or something, if I remember correctly.
I do have a 45.
Ruth, you're above, so I'm still gonna give you a turn, even though you're technically not in combat. What's your dex? 55, I think?
60.
65. Pip, what's your
My
dex score?
dex is 70.
70. Norman, what's your dex?
55.
55. Let's see what this creature's dex is.
Probably like 120.
I'm distressed right now.
I gotta pee so bad, but I don't want to get up and leave.
Hang on,
It's a good
this
thing our
needs- this
doctor
needs
isn't here.
Dressing lighting.
He
I was not
he
important.
fascinated trying to study it. You were arguably the most important because you could have gotten the truck and get us out of here.
Hope that beer tastes good.
Well, I hope blaming me for child abduction is fine.
Imagining like if this was a movie, it's like the deep dark scene of us being all terrified and running away, and then it cuts to Jared. He's like in the pub. There's like the hobbits dancing on the table and everyone's partying. Just a fucking good time where Jared's at.
Mhm.
Flash cut back to the well. Norman, you're close to death anyways. Let me take the ladder.
Okay, I hate to do this, but I gotta fucking.
Okay. Okay. So, Harrison and Norman, you are furthest from the ladder. I need a luck roll from both of you. Well, I guess Harrison did say he was pushing past Norman. So,
Thanks, Harrison.
Wow.
Fucking
so
asshole.
it's either yeah, I mean Harrison said he was trying to survive, so Norman would be the closest to the beast, I think.
So
You
wait,
know,
I don't need to do luck roll?
at least when I punched Leon in the back of the head, it was with love. You pushed me out of the way. Pushing
Yeah.
me out of the way.
I'm gonna make the call here. I think Norman is I think Norman would be the first one to be attacked because this hulking monstrosity gets above you Norman, and you can barely see it, but you see the fiery red glow from its two eyes as it stands above you.
Just imagine
On God.
the cross in one hand, the dagger in the other.
So it is going to attempt to claw into you.
Nice.
So how boned are we?
It's been real. Norman's loved his time with the crew, but I think it's time he departs.
So the ghoul, or
No.
the creature is going to try and grab you with a fighting maneuver. It gets 3 attacks per round.
Ugh.
So
That's bad.
the first one is a fighting maneuver to try and grab you, which doesn't do any damage, but it is trying to grab hold of you.
Okay.
Which you can fight back, you can dodge like normal. That is a 35, so that's a success on its part, unless you do something to stop it from happening.
I'm gonna have to try to do a fighting brawl.
You're gonna fight back.
Yeah. Try to
Okay.
stab it.
Okay.
Please, God, don't come back at me for desecrating those graves.
Make sure
is
that
gonna
money doesn't
be
go to
a
waste.
hard success.
Hard
Nice.
success. That is a success. It had a regular success.
Ooh.
So, Norman, you have a silver dagger. For the purposes of this, it's just a regular dagger. So it does 1d4 damage.
If this thing doesn't disintegrate the second I touch it with silver, I don't even know. Okay, which one do I roll for D4 again? Oh, no. How do I do? Oh, right, I just roll this thing. Yeah, the
Yep.
triangle. Okay, come on, baby, give me a 4. That is a 1.
A 1. So, Norman, it tries to grab at you, and you slash at it with a wide swing and hit the hand that reached out to get you, and just barely you see like a small dark liquid trickle from its hand with what little light you have filtering in. You did 1 damage with your fighting back. It still has 2 more attacks this round.
Just gotta do that again.
It's going to try and grab you once again.
Can I fight back again, or am I out?
No, you get as many fighting back and dodges as you have attacks per round. Player characters only have 1 per round because they can only fight once during their action. This is a creature. I forgot. We have to do sanity rolls as well to see how everyone does against it. Because this is a terrifying creature. I need everyone to make sanity rolls who's seen it.
If Norm goes insane,
We want to roll above our sanity, right?
You want to roll below sanity in this case.
Below
What's your sanity,
What-
Eric? Because you did
55.
see it.
I succeed.
What is the one stat that you actually have to roll above to succeed?
Yeah.
That's to suppress the memory.
Suppress the memory.
That doesn't happen
like
unless you get a bout of madness.
Okay. Well, if we're rolling below for sanity, then I succeeded.
So, anyone who failed takes 4 points of sanity damage.
I also failed.
Luckily, that's not enough to trigger a bout of madness, but it was close.
Did I fail or?
You did. So you take 4 points of sanity damage as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not part of the combat, Jack, but I'm listening to the music along with you, and I'm like, this is such chill music. What's
Oh,
happening?
I can put my combat playlist on.
I'm not even there for this fight. This is perfect for me drinking beer inside the saloon.
Wait, you mean I've had the opportunity to listen to a soundtrack with Call of Cthulhu this entire time, and I haven't been doing it?
Yeah, just go hover over gameplay, and you can see everyone who's listening to Spotify, and you can watch or listen alongside them.
Here's my combat
You can
playlist.
listen along, yeah. So then, like, whatever the person who you're following does, it just does it
my
automatically
God.
for you.
Okay,
I've been jumping
So-
between Eric and Jack.
so
I have vapor.
everything is the same, but some of you took sanity damage, some of you didn't. Luckily, I rolled just okay on the sanity damage, so no one gets a bout of madness. Because I rolled a 4. You need a 5 to experience a bout of madness, potentially. So, next attack. That is going to be a success to grab and hold you, Norman. The beast, like, kind of puts you in a bear hug and is now holding you firmly.
So to confirm, I cannot fight. Do anything.
You cannot. You've already fought back once.
Oh,
You just gotta take it.
this is on you, Harrison.
Matt, to listen along, make sure you click the listen along thing one more time after Spotify opens.
I'm listening to something.
You are, but you're behind where we are in a song.
Well, can't have that. Hold on. Wait, so I go gameplay. Oh, okay. I have to listen to the one that you guys are listening to. Oh,
Yeah.
So-
the one for the Arcane Bastards. Okay, got it.
Final attack for the round. The beast is going to try and sink its claws into you, Norman. It rolled a 28, which is a success. It actually has a bad fighting skill, but I rolled 3 rolls below its combat skill.
Wait, what?
How many hit points do you have, Norman?
Or
4?
You didn't mention that before. You're like, let's go.
This old man's on the edge of his life, and he's like, "Let's go!"
Leon was. I mean, Richard was there healing everyone. He was.
I literally have first aid as well. I could have healed
major
you.
Wound. I have a major wound. That's
Oh,
why I'm
right,
so
right.
messed up.
Yeah.
Where did you get the major wound from? Oh, that's right.
From
You
the limo
never,
crash.
you never healed that. We didn't get rid of the major wound.
It had to be a week.
Mondays.
Every week you get a chance to.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna say
does that mean did you fail the medicine check on Norman,
I
Richard?
No, I thought I didn't heal him enough. I thought you had to heal him a certain amount to not give him a major
There
wound
were
or to get over his
maybe-
major wound.
there were
That might be
several
what it was.
reasons why I still have my major.
Because
wound.
I'm pretty sure he was at 1 and I healed him to 4, but your
Right.
health is like 9, right, Evan?
Sure.
Evan,
What?
your health is 9, right?
No, it's 4.
No, like your max health.
Oh, my max
Yeah.
health is 9. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's what it was.
Yeah.
Evan's still doing the math over there.
So, Norman, this beast has you in a hug, and it pulls you in tightly and rakes across your back twice, putting deep gashes into you. You take 7 points of damage. You have a major wound. You are unconscious and dying.
Can I scream out one thing as I fall unconscious?
Absolutely, you can.
Let me
I'm
think
ready.
about this quickly. Okay. Here it is. Harrison! Don't show Pip any of your books.
Oh, a potential dying wish. Holy shit!
Nothing, Pip. Nothing at all.
So, Harrison, it is now your turn. as this beast has just sunk its claws into Norman's back.
Um.
Real quick, can I say to the people up top, get ready to push this. There's a slab, right? Like to push back over the. I'm not saying do it now. I'm saying should get ready to do it.
Or do it now, you know.
I'm not gonna say that, but I'm not saying it. Just want to be ready. Gotta be prepared.
How far up the ladder am I at this point?
You're not up the ladder at all.
Oh,
Clyde
I'm
was
still
going before you.
Yeah, I'm barely up the ladder to
Yeah,
begin with.
Clyde is at the bottom of the ladder. He was getting ready to go up.
I mean, if there's ever a time to turn and fight, now's the time. Otherwise, you abandon Norm.
Well, I was trying to see if there's a way we could goad it up the ladder to draw it away from Norm. I mean, obviously that puts you guys in bad shape, but at least we can stop Norm from dying.
I don't know if it's.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
don't-
this is
I-
the hardest decision of my life. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. So wait, do I just do regular damage on this dagger? Like, I don't get any benefit?
You're gonna attack with the dagger.
Well, no, I know. If my dagger is shaking with its mystical silver power, and I can jam it into this werewolf and end his life for good, I need to know what's more effective, the dagger or the gun.
I think
So-
that's you shaking.
So Norman did 1 damage with the silver dagger. He got 1d4.
Safe to assume this werewolf has more than 2 hit points.
Safe to assume.
Safe to assume. Can I have the damage stats on the dagger, please? I never wrote it down.
1d4 plus your damage bonus.
Which is probably 0.
For most people, it's 0.
Yeah.
For Eric, it's -1.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Tiny
attacks do
boy.
I get? Just the one?
How many attacks do you get?
Yeah.
Yes, you get a single attack.
I'm here, more water. I'm gonna keep listening, but I'm getting water.
Yeah, that's fine. I have some thinking to do.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while.
I mean, it's like the
Evan's
revolver
not,
does 1d10, and assuming I'm gonna find out real soon if he has bulletproof
Savage.
skin, but I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker up. Hey, you! Wait, what do I have to roll? I should probably roll before I make bold claims.
Oh no, that's how you do it. You make confident statements before you commit to the role.
Yeah.
Peter, that doesn't
Hey,
work for you.
I do that all. the
You
time.
you have to make a firearms handgun check to shoot the beast.
And for my reference, the rage of seeing my friend get mortally wounded does nothing for me.
It does not.
Friend.
Make a spot hidden check to see how well you can see down here, though, because there's light coming from down the tunnel, but it is otherwise pitch black in here.
Spot hidden failed.
Failed?
It's pitch black. Surely that works against me if I want to shoot him, right?
Yes, that's why I asked you for the spot hidden check to see if you can see, which you can't very well. So you're making this firearms attack with a penalty die, if you choose to do it.
I mean, I didn't. Clyde is at the ladder, but I'm not technically near it, right?
No. Why? Does that matter?
I don't know. Does it matter? I just try to figure
No.
out my game plan here. Because
You're getting a penalty die because you're shooting in dark conditions.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
No, you said make your decision, so I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'll just shoot him.
Okay.
That's a big fail. That's an enormous fail. That's a super huge fail.
What did you get?
I rolled an 80 and my stat is 58.
Gotcha. All right, so bullet goes wide and ricochets off the side of the cave. Pip.
and-
Unless you want to use the rest of your turn to do anything, Harrison.
And what potentially could I do? I can't. I could move.
Yep. You could potentially move.
I mean, unless I want to try and find the werewolf room and lock myself in it, I don't think I have any better options. So I'll just cry.
All right. Pip, it would have been your turn. You're at the top of the ladder. Do you do anything?
Can I just position? I can't move the fucking stone slab alone. I don't know what I could do. No, I guess I just pass.
All right. Ruth, would have been your turn. Do you do anything?
Is there anything I can quickly tie Pip's rope to?
I mean, it would
Like-
probably take your turn, but yeah, you could do that.
Like, so what I was kind of thinking is just like essentially making a second way up. Is there enough room for like someone to be on a ladder and like climbing up the rope?
No, there's only enough room for one person to make it through the opening at once.
Okay, then I'm just gonna like get ready to press the stone slab over once everyone's up.
Well, if you get ready to
I
throw
don't
something
think-
on them.
I don't think everyone's getting up.
I'm up there, and I'm gonna. Everything's gone well so far, other than that Leon incident, and I'm gonna assume this is another one of those.
Okay. In that case, Norm, it's Norm's turn. Norm, you are dying. I need you to make a Constitution roll.
I failed. Pretty bad. 82.
In the early hours of
No.
February 6th, 1925,
It's not even a Monday.
your friend, Norman Hammermeister, bleeds out underneath a mausoleum. And Norman is no more.
Norman!
Mark Peter, about that thing where it always seems to work out in the end, and
Ruth doesn't know this yet. Okay.
I just shouted Norman. Obviously, something
He's
happened.
doing something dumb. I don't know.
he's
Is Norman okay?
No!
Sorry, that one's gonna sit with me for a while. Norman is like one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite character I've ever DM'd for. I love Norman. Okay, Clyde.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Clyde, it's your turn.
I'm not bugging up the ladder.
Clyde uses his turn to
No words.
leave combat. So at the end of that round, Pip and Ruth, you see Clyde come up from the hole, and
eyes bawling.
Yeah, teary eyed.
Man down.
it's top of the round, and it is the werewolf's turn.
So,
Harrison, good luck.
It's my turn, Jack. If at all possible, I would like to like spin around after getting on top of the ladder, and then like poke my head down the hole with my gun outstretched.
Ooh.
With your, so like you want it just in case.
Yeah, yeah. On my next turn, I'm gonna shoot it. Or could I-
down? I'll hold your
There's-
legs.
There's you don't have a shot at it from up here. Because there's not enough room, and
Is
there's
it just like a
there's
straight up kind of thing?
yeah, it's straight up, but there's like a good couple, like 5 or so feet of just pure stone that
Oh,
the
okay.
ladder is.
I was
like, built
envisioning
into.
kind of an angled ladder.
No, it is
Okay.
straight up. Yeah, the ladder is built into the stone wall.
Okay. Never mind then.
You would never believe who we left down there.
How's that beer?
I mean, I don't know what Harrison respect. I literally pushed Norman out of his way.
It's like kicking the fat kid over to be fed by his teeth.
So, Harrison,
Yes.
this beast is now eyeing you up, and with its two piercing red eyes looking directly at you, it is going to try and grab hold of you.
No, surely it already has supper and it's not interested in Harrison.
He passed away at the tender age of 69.
Oh, Norman.
I've been very lenient with the combat up to this point, so no, it's not satisfied with the one body it has in front of it.
He will never be satisfied.
Holy shit! I keep rolling well. That's a 36. That's a success to hold you,
Oh,
unless you try to fight back or dodge.
He rolled a 36.
Yeah.
Can Harrison dodge this?
You won't believe who I dodged down there.
So many titles to the next book.
If I dodge, he still has 2 more moves before I can even consider moving myself, right?
Yes, but I think the dodge gives him a penalty die for the rest of the round. Let me just double check that.
Oh.
Well, not to mention, like, if he grapples you, it'd be tougher to get away from a grapple than it would if because he has a potential to miss the next 2.
Yeah.
Maybe he activates superhuman strength then.
Higher
Just-
level
okay.
of success. No, it's just for the one attack, the dodge. I think.
Like on the next attack, you're saying? What's in the habit of Norman's Mary?
No, he's pouring one out. Pouring one out for Norman.
He should have died on the seas.
Oh, I would join you if it wasn't so far away.
Yeah. So your choice. You can either let the attack happen, or you can dodge or fight back.
And if I dodge, he still is at full strength for his next 2 attacks.
Yes.
If he attacks me and I fight back, I still take damage from the attack, or do I negate his damage?
It depends. This is a maneuver that he's doing right now. So fighting back I'll consider it doing damage and like preventing the maneuver from happening.
Pick the higher number.
Okay. I'll fight back.
Okay. You need a hard fighting brawl.
A hard fighting brawl?
Yes. Otherwise, because
Use your luck, man.
because he got a regular success. So.
Hold on. Let me just do some math. Oh my god, I want to fucking die. I could push I could like use luck to get out of this roll. If I had 34 luck and I have 31 luck.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a fail.
Okay. You are grappled in its arms.
So, Ruth, this situation you said, everyone's gonna get out of this.
Everyone's gonna get out of it. It's gonna be fine. Werewolves aren't that deadly.
So it is holding you there. It is going to try and do the same thing it did to Norm. I want to just point it out. I have not rolled a failure yet, and its fighting skills are only 40%, which is insane.
Well,
Statistically,
cut it
I should have failed once or twice.
What should
Hey,
the next character be?
There we go. There's a 96. So as you're squirming in its grasp, it tries to claw at you, but you take no damage from its attacks. As
It's still in its grasp.
You are still grappled by it, yes.
Okay.
It's going to use its last attack to try and get you once again.
Fuck.
Nope, 74.
Okay. So I actually have my turn, but I use my combat action, so all I'd have is a
No, you didn't. You used your reaction. You still have
okay.
your combat action. So I will tell you,
Yeah.
the held target may attempt an opposed strength roll to free themselves.
And I have to free myself, right?
If you want to try and use your action to run away, you would have to get out of the hold somehow.
Stab it in the hand or something.
All right. Well, I mean, this will make a great.
Stab it in the head.
So I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna go for the stabby stab.
You're gonna stab him while you're still there, while you're still held.
Like I have to get out of the hole either
No,
way.
you don't have to, but based on the way the book is presenting it, I think trying to break free is a free action. So you can make the strength roll and not sacrifice your combat turn.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
okay, I'll do that.
based on how I'm reading it, I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, because my strength stat is doo-doo.
Yeah.
I do not lift weights.
yeah.
Let's go, Harrison. Let's go.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Okay, well my 10 dice landed ambiguously on either the 30 or the 50, but my other number is a 7. And my
So if
strength is
it's
32.
cocked, you re-roll it.
Like everything? Like
No, just the one that's cocked.
Okay. Well.
Oh, did you guys go get a drink, Evan?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's 0, 0, and 7. That's 7, right?
That's a 7. What's your strength score?
36.
36.
So that would be I could use luck to push that to be an extreme success, providing it being an opposing strength roll doesn't fuck anything.
I don't think you. I think I've checked the rules. I don't think you can use luck on. Yeah, I think you can only use luck on skill rolls, not ability rolls.
Okay, so that's a hard success then.
Hard success. Okay. It also got a hard success.
Oh,
No, it didn't.
So I'm just doing the math on it to because
Oh,
your
it did. Oh.
your hard
Oh, you're right.
your hard success might be worth more.
More solidly successful.
Yeah. What would be an extreme success for you?
I rolled a 7. I needed a 6 for an extreme success.
Oh.
So you actually got the higher degree of success there.
Let's go.
Because
Holy
her
shit.
or its strength score is 85. Rolled a 41.
Christ.
So that is just one underneath its hard success threshold. So you were closer to your extreme success. So you, Harrison, actually managed to push out of its grasp, and it kind of snarls for a second and wants to get ready to grab you, but you are free and you have your turn.
I would like to book it to the ladder.
I was gonna say run.
Turn and fight now.
So
I forgot you're gonna be leaving Norman down the fucking hole.
Oh, trust me. As I'm booking to the ladder, I look forlornly over at Norman's body, which, despite not being able to see it, I felt his soul leave it, and I know exactly where it is.
Okay. So, Harrison, you squeeze out of the beast's grip and you struggle your way over to the ladder and you climb as fast as you've ever climbed. And a few moments later, everyone, you see Harrison get out of the hole and topple over into the mausoleum above him.
No, as soon as he's over, I'm pushing that thing. I'm gonna
Okay.
help Pip.
Part of
whoever
me
was already.
wanted you to say, "All right, Matt, roll an occult check to see if you detect Evan's body, Evan's soul leaving his body."
Perform a seance in this cave.
I roll out of the rock onto the ground, and I am an absolute mess. I'm bawling. I'm slamming the ground. No, Norman, no.
Ruth, you and Clyde slide the stone slab back into place. Hopefully it holds.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Norm?
No, it's too late for Norm. You didn't make it. You didn't make it. Harrison, let's go. We gotta go.
I'll be back for you, werewolf. I'll kill you.
The shotgun gets to go to a new host again.
That's what I was thinking. Good thing you didn't bring Leon's shotgun down there.
Everyone who's touched that shotgun has died.
Shotgun is cursed.
True, it's so true.
So,
You know, Harrison, at least you'll always have the other silver dagger to remember Norm by.
Oh,
Hold on 1 second. I got it wrong.
So, with the stone slid back into place, you guys book it out of the mausoleum with the lights of Plum Castle in the background, which seem to be illuminated slightly more. It is 10:20 right now. Do we want to continue on a little bit more? Or do we want to see where this picks up next time?
I think that's a pretty natural end.
That is a very natural end.
Chapter
I
end.
want Zorro here to drink away.
With your companion Norman Hammermeister dead below ground, you regroup outside the mausoleum and have to figure out where you're going to go from here.
Where did we bury Leon's body? What did we do with
We
that?
didn't. You left it in the
just
The
alley.
alleyway.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
you're more buried than Leon will be.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a New York burial.
that's the
Yeah,
signature of this crew. We just leave the body.
Well,
Yeah.
here's to Norm.
Oh,
Here's to Leon.
I wish I had booze. I just have this empty Yeti mug.
I got
You
one
weren't
ball.
quite
Same.
fighting a Yeti. You were fighting something else. But
Yeah, no more new memories of Norm. Forever now, he lives in the past.
I think Matt is genuinely upset. Matt like had his hands in his head in his hands. He left the room like looking very. Oh man.
You ruined his day.
It's fucking. No, he went to get a. Oh boy.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, booze goblin! Booze goblin!
The booze goblin. On a much sadder note, the booze
Oh.
goblin.
Wow.
Norman
It is-
lived as he died, just on a whim, doing shit that wasn't planned.
No matter what crazy shit happens in tonight's episode of Critical Role, this is so much more emotional for me. Like 20 sessions. We've known Norm for 6 months. We've been playing this game with him.
Oh man, I feel
And as
sad.
soon as
now.
Pip shows up,
I was absolutely convinced I was gonna die down there, and that still wasn't what I was the most upset about.
Pip barely scratched the surface of what Norman represented, which is probably for the better, because Norman
Yeah.
was the
You
serial
gave him the
arsonist.
£5. Like, that's a good impression.
For what it's worth, I want to first off thank you, Evan, for creating Norm for all of us, because he has been a wild ride for 6 months, and it has been incredible. I couldn't have asked for a better character that just caused so much chaos and gave me endless amounts of joy and role-playing experience. And it's honestly amazing that he's lasted this long with how reckless he was, and just how amazing it's been being the keeper for Norm. And I can't wait to see what your next character is.
I already have his name, and I already have his occupation. I just got to think of him a bit longer before I come to you to roll.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they want to say before we sign off for the night?
I'll kill that fucking werewolf. I'll put my dagger in his fucking skull. I'm gonna murder that guy. I'm transitioning into full on assassin.
In honor of Norman, I say we set the whole castle on fire.
I'm no
You know-
author, and I'll never write again.
You know, the whole time we were within the premises of that castle, Norm was thinking of ways to burn it down. Like, that was gonna be my next move.
We
I'm
gotta
surprised
do
with
one
Darker
last
was in the
score
cave.
for Norman.
Without Darker was in that cave, that you didn't try to find something to light on fire in the cave.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it sad that he lived with such fire and light in his life, but died in darkness?
Oh,
All I can say is good riddance.
I mean, how many dead parent jokes did he make to you, Pip?
Oh,
Anyone to light
Not
on
enough.
fire.
wow! That the end of an era. That's wow.
Mondays have
On-
been freed.
Yeah, Mondays are
Yeah.
free game now.
Now Tuesdays are bad.
Hey, wait, what's today, Jack?
It's Friday. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's like
early
it's like
mornings.
it's 1 in the morning on Friday.
Then
So it's
Clyde might-
basically a Thursday.
Clyde might hate Fridays now.
Friday,
Wow.
February
Um,
6th, 1925.
Well, it's a good thing we don't do weekly sessions. It's good that our sessions are bi-weekly because I'm going to need some time to process this. You know, not that I didn't love Leon, Jared, but
Well,
Yeah.
Leon wasn't around long enough. Norm was with us so much longer. Leon died so young.
and you know,
At the hands of Norm.
but you'll always, Jared, you'll always be my first. You'll always be my first character death. My first character that has died at my hands. Not counting Uthal because you know Uthal's still alive.
Uthal's died
Should be dead.
Yeah.
multiple times and has lived.
Let's,
You're welcome.
I think now is a good time to go through some Norm memories of the campaign.
Yeah, we got a few minutes. We can
Let's see here. Let's see
take a
here.
detour.
I'm gonna full screen
there's-
Evan for this.
There's Norm's first combat of him running away as Leon.
Oh, and
Leon
in the
and,
yeah, in the tunnels underneath the university when you first met Luis Mendoza in his fish form.
Luis, the man who tried to impregnate me.
There's Norm running away. Okay, and then what? Where's another good one here? Well, I mean, we can't forget Leon puking up the frickin' worm. That's a good one. And then, what else did we got here? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Norm cutting off the head.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, when you cut off Augustus Larkin's dead head from
I
his dead
forgot
body
about
with the
that
machete
one.
in the hotel room.
But did the Dark Pharaoh come back? No. Let's see. What else was going on here? Oh, there's Clyde and Norman hanging out at the top of the pyramid with Norm puking into the crack. You know, just to see. Okay, what else was going on here? Oh, there's
Fuck, yeah.
there's Norm saying it's a dead end to go down the hole, but then led us down a tunnel that ended up in the same place anyways. There's Ruth falling off the ladder. That's a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Lots of good memories. That's a good. Oh, you know, there's Norm walking away, so determined to go to Hong Kong.
I
That's right.
that session, I was like, I'm gonna have to DM 2 different stories, one with Norman in Hong Kong and one with everyone else in New York.
Oh yes, so many. Okay, I gotta pick. Oh, the Gold Bar Killer. We can't forget that headline.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave my gold bar worth stupid amounts of money on this guy's body. It's like,
You know what else is sad? No one's ever gonna be able to come and claim Norman's boat back in New York.
Oh,
Mary's
that's
alone.
amazing.
Mary, no.
Wasn't it sitting? Wasn't it like parked?
We put it. Yeah, Norman found a place that would put it in dry dock for him, and he paid, I think,
Oh, okay.
for like a full year or something like that because he wasn't sure how long he'd be gone.
Well,
A long time, turns out.
long time. Year might not have been enough. You know when you pay for parking and then you realize it's not enough parking, so you need to go put more parking in? That's the situation.
The pivotal moment of Norm's career was attacking Silas for no reason and discovering the monster in the basement because of it in Juju House. Good
Good
memories.
times.
Good memories.
Yeah.
I
You have
thought
to save that
morning as
stuff.
I drive to
Funerals,
work, I
his
was
sermon, his
Oh, that's right. The
Jackson's
speech.
funeral.
Rest in pieces.
I think I was
Oh.
thinking about it on my
I
drive to
forgot about the
maybe
rest
we
of
hold on the safe factory or whatever. Like you just like walk up all determined and you're like, all right, I'm gonna fake this, and then I'm like, okay, guess I'll come along and fake it too.
Yeah, that was good. But you know, it's all fun and games. But there's Leon's death. Norm punching him in the back, the head, him falling over, getting mugged.
All of the best
Leon.
moments were
There's
because
Leon
of Norman.
getting stabbed. Leon's dead body right there. There's his shotgun.
So we need to get rid of that shotgun because it's been
Shotgun.
nothing but
It's
issues.
the Dark
Oh man,
Pharaoh.
Norm has so many memories. There's Norm trying to escape the basement from the lizard lady by charging at her with like a
With
freaking
the metal sheet
Sheet
that was
metal,
over top
yeah.
of the stone bathtub.
If only there was a sheet metal in the cave of darkness where the werewolf was.
There's only
You know,
metal.
say what you want. Say what you want about Norman, but his methods were effective. He discovered Lizard Lady. He discovered Juju House. He, fucked
There
up.
wasn't quite an investigator like him.
It was kind
You
of just
could
like
argue-
Curious George, where he just gets into shit and stuff happens around him. Like,
you could argue that Leon's the one that led us to the castle here. Right from the get-go, he was suspicious of the freaking Vane family, and he's the one that suggested to come here tonight. We'll miss him dearly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so
We'll
fucked
miss
up.
him
I
dearly.
was so convinced that I was gonna die in that encounter. I didn't take a single point of damage. And then there's fucking Norm just getting torn open from the inside. God! Oh,
I was pretty much ripped apart right in front of you.
yeah,
it was
I
dark.
know. Oh my
you just
god.
heard the sounds.
This is a
Man.
pivotal change in Harrison Dodge's story arc, I tell you.
I
Especially
don't,
since
want to write about what I did down there.
words of a dying man
Not
was
clickbait.
not to show
Not
your
clickbait.
child. Like, how is that going to affect you in the future?
But thank God Jared
can totally-
didn't
yeah.
get the truck.
Wow.
I
What
feel
is
like
What's
at
the
this
date
point,
again? Sorry,
it would have
Jack?
been better if I got thrown in jail.
It's February 6th, 1925, 1 a.m.
All right, it's in my notes. Under Norman Hammerston, killed by a werewolf, February 6th, 1925.
Hammermeister.
Oh, sorry, Hammermeister.
It's like Norm meant nothing to you.
These are my notes from the first time we met, so I probably just typed it wrong.
Okay, Jack, little sneak peek for my next character.
Okay.
His name is Theo. And you bet
Okay.
your ass his voice is going to be.
Oh, wonderful. Well, with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. That was an intense session. That was a fun session. That was a heartbreaking session.
Got it all.
It it gave me it was a funny session. Oh my god, the stuff at the castle. I can't laugh too hard because I've got a bit of a headache today. But I wanted to just be. I was so funny. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we are Live Connection. We've been playing Masks of Nyarlathotep. What a journey it's been so far, and I know how much further we still have to go. And of course, thank you to Eric, our new player, for joining tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Eric. I enjoyed having you here.
Yeah,
And
I
with
enjoyed
that,
it.
yeah,
As did
awesome.
I thought Pip and Norm had some great chemistry.
I just loved how Norm would make fun of his parentless life.
Hey, just one more father figure gone.
Yikes. At least it wasn't in a fire this time.
That's true.
Oh, it totally could have been with Norm's way of doing things.
Well, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you guys next time.
Bye.